right. It's Opacom's Friday.
We made it.
Another week.
He survived.
We made it.
How's everyone doing? Falana, what's up?
Pretty good. Ooh, stickers.
I'm in the patch notes.
Redbeard's
Did
in the
every-
patch notes.
That's
Were there-
me, dude.
Nice.
Did
Is it?
everyone survive NOLA? Were there any casualties this year?
Yeah, there was one, Delana. Who was the guy passed out on the ground?
That was Tank.
But passed away though.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anyways, let's do we want to talk about Eve stuff before we get into that? Like y'all can
You around the
talk about
horn?
that Eve
Yeah.
stuff and then let
We
me
can-
know.
Yeah,
we can hit the recap since it just happened this last week.
Nah, we don't need to
Let's
recap
do
NOLA.
let's do around the horn. Then
What
we'll recap.
What
Yeah.
happens
Yeah,
in
'cause
NOLA
it's like-
stays in NOLA. We've been talking about NOLA
No,
I
for
don't know
months.
how much
No,
I
it's-
want to
hearing
make
about
y'all
it. It's already done.
jealous.
No,
Nah,
no,
it's
that's
okay.
We don't even want to hear
Alex,
about it.
Alex,
No
what
one
you
even
got
cares
this
anymore. It's
No.
over.
And then,
What?
well, then we're gonna have to talk about FanFest, so I don't want to take up too much time before we talk about actual spaceships.
No. So
Waiting for
It's
LB to
okay.
get
my
here.
thing
to
was
talk about
that was
There's-
not that we don't want to talk about meetups. It's that it was, 2 months after meetups and like 3 months before meetups. It's still like meetup talk every show for like an hour. I was like, we got right before a meetup, right after a meetup, or when a new meetup is announced is good.
Mm.
That's what I was
What you
getting
got this week?
at. Alex?
Rest
Yes,
with a sticker on his forehead like he's a
Got
fucking
Modelo. Mr. Modelo here. And a Horde sticker, which if you are coming to FanFest, find me and I will give you one.
You know what?
Yes,
That
yeah,
sticker
Stay away from him.
almost
You won't have to take one.
that sticker almost hides your receding hairline.
Oof.
I know I have a receding hairline, but at least I can grow a beard.
Ooh.
You know what, buddy?
Oh.
you know what?
That's a fair. Yeah.
That was low. That was low, but I
was
respect
accurate.
it.
Actually, the beard's up high, so
Accept it.
Yeah.
What?
nothing.
Dom, what did
Low
you-
hanging fruit.
Well,
on it, it's fine.
I had a friend brought back what?
What?
I had a friend bring back some. It's spiced rum from Dominican Republic called Macarix. From
Ooh,
they've been making it since 1899, so it's from the Dominican Republic. A friend of mine went down there and brought some back.
it's yummy.
Nice.
Tiny bottle though. I'm not fucking happy. I said you should brought me a gallon, motherfucker. Great.
Uh,
Said-
Great.
Have you said thank you once?
Say thank you.
Hmm?
You
I
say
bitched,
thank
I
you.
bitched
Just
about the
me, dude.
size.
Huh.
Just me, man, dude. I'm just me.
Wait. Let's be.
Very tasty.
I'm just doing some vodka and probably some squirt, and then I got a little bit of Fireball, and then I probably have to switch the beer. I'm like breaking glasses almost, and
Oh no.
You're only gonna drink for like the first 10 minutes of the show because he forgot to go get more beer.
I thought I had more than I did. That's fine. I got enough for a cocktail and a couple
You got
shots.
Tide Pods,
I
right?
got- I got-
You want those?
Hey, don't eat.
I
don't
do
eat
actually have the
Pods.
Tide Pods.
Don't
There you
eat
go,
Tide
just shave
Pods.
it a little
It's
bit
so
off and
bad
it's
for
fine,
your
okay.
It's
plumbing.
okay. It's okay, kids. We're professional.
They're not bad
No.
for the point. They dissolve.
There's no such thing.
No,
as
no kids are
professional
kids
Tide
are not allowed,
Pods.
they're not supposed to watch this show. So this is strictly 18 plus.
Delana, what you got this week?
I'm actually gonna get some leftover daiquiri, the leftover from the crawfish boil. But I took a little nap, so I need to eat first.
Is there gallons and gallons of it like last time left over?
Like there's 1 gallon left because we had 2, but like
Daiquiri
nobody
or
was daiquiri. Yeah, nobody was really drinking a whole lot of it besides me for some reason.
It's because Drayden,
That's
Dom, and I
right.
weren't there.
I drank a
the
lot
boil
of the
go?
red ones, and I didn't realize how red. Like it was like my whole mouth, my lips, like everything was just so red. Like my teeth were like stained red. I was like, oh my god, I didn't
Gotta get
notice.
that red dye.
Yeah.
Redline,
Redline,
what
you
are
got anything?
sipping on?
I had some Coca-Cola earlier. It's pretty tasty. Just Coke.
Mm.
I also made massive burgers that were so good.
Nice.
Holy cow, so good.
Like your burger's rare or well done?
Cooked,
Yeah.
whatever that means to you.
Yeah, track pads. And I'm out.
Medium rare.
I want that shit to be fucking pink and cold in the middle.
Ew.
Medium well.
Gross.
Not a fan of that with burger.
Disgusting.
Like a steak. Yeah, I like a medium steak, but I don't like burger. I don't
Why?
really want like
So-
my burgers.
I don't want to
Red and juicy.
detract,
Yeah.
but like I spend most of the time that I'm on this show getting like listening to you guys talk about random shit. So I'm going to take some time just to talk to you about steaks, okay? Because everyone says they want medium rare steaks because they're juicy. None of y'all know how to cook a steak well done. Because every well done steak I've ever cooked has been just as juicy as like a medium rare medium steak would be.
I have a
Just saying.
sophisticated palate. I like mine rare. I
Yeah,
literally
Okay,
just
like
warm
you
them up
don't-
on each
you
side. I want it
don't.
needs to be cold in the middle.
I wouldn't tell you that like juiciness is not part of why I don't like a well done steak.
Chewiness.
Okay, why don't you like a well
It's
done steak?
tough and chewy.
It's
Yeah,
not
like,
tough and it's not chewy. It's
Yeah,
tender.
back
I-
it's a
Y'all
meat.
get
the
into
tex-
this. I'm
the
gonna grab a little
texture is-
dinner, and y'all could
Yeah.
talk about whatever shit, and then we
Yeah.
could talk about Nola.
Yeah.
Put the
I
can around
like
the
the
cat.
texture of a medium rare steak better.
Interesting. Okay,
Like rare. So
let me cook you a
Try
well
out
done
medium.
steak.
I'd eat
You
it.
wanna
Like
cook
I
steak
mean,
for
I'm,
me? You tell me what night to come over.
I'm not super opposed. Like I usually will order medium because I'm like medium is what I like the best. But I'm fine if it's like medium rare, medium well. Like that, I'm not gonna. Rare is a bit rare for me. I could eat it, but I don't think I would enjoy it as much. Well, I would rather have a well done than a rare. But like,
most restaurants balk at rare. Like because they assume people don't know what that really means. If you go to a nice restaurant, they'll do it, but like the
Yeah.
chain steak places, if you ask for rare, it's usually not quite rare. It's just but
it's
Yeah.
because people
They're
they'll order a
paranoid
rare and they'll
about
get a rare
food
steak and then they're like, it's raw. I don't want. It's like,
yeah, you got to cook.
do you
this
not
more.
know
Yeah,
what?
exactly? Yeah.
I mean, it's not supposed to be blue rare, but I mean, like if you order a rare steak, it's gonna be pretty raw in the middle, for the most part. So if you want it cooked through, you probably want at least a medium, if not a medium well. So yeah, there's a lot of people that order steaks and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about when they order the cook on it.
And really, it does come down to the cut of meat too. If it's
Yeah.
shitty
Yeah.
beef, it's no matter how you cook it, it's still shitty beef, right? If you have a
Yeah.
good cut of meat, and you know what you're doing, yeah.
Dom, you're a good cut of meat.
I got many cuts of
Oh,
meat.
Nervak, you got anything to drink?
Got 'em.
You got some mead?
To
Mead.
finish off around the horn tonight, I'm
Oh.
having some cranberry juice and vodka.
Nice.
I
Kinda
got
vodka.
whiskey and mead
Kirkland.
At the same time?
at the same time.
Mad lad.
Mixing them together in one glass.
No, I just take a nice giant swig of mead between my sips of whiskey.
The mead you have, is it like the wine style mead, or is it like the braggart, like the beer style mead?
It's the wine style mead.
I don't care for it. I thought I would. I really would. I wanted to. Tried a couple different ones and just I don't like wine. It
There
boils
are
down, yeah.
very, very few brands of mead that I actually very much enjoy. The one that I can get locally, which is Danks. God, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's like Danks Mod or something like that. They're pretty good. Otherwise, there's a company on the East Coast that I order from every now and again. I'll usually get like 4 or 5 bottles at a time when I get it from like Greenwood Meadery that makes some pretty decent stuff.
I've had
aside-
a braggart that it was okay, like the honey beer, but even that I didn't really care for.
No.
I've made mead
Don't-
from,
alright,
from a kit before.
Don't ban those guys. They're relations.
I saw it coming and I was trying to get it before it came through. You sons of bitches, get the fuck out of here.
Whoops. You also needed to ban the other one.
I banned both. I got them both. I timed one out because I missed the ban button, but yeah, I was just trying to get the messages going.
No, you ban. Oh no. You looks like you banned one and then I got the other.
Oh,
one.
okay,
It
okay.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. We got it.
I didn't know what was going on until the third letter, and I was like, "Fuck! No, don't stop! Get
You
out!"
guys, you guys always beat me to the punch on banning
Fuck.
any of them anyway. So
I mean, I mod for a streamer. She usually has like 200 or 300 people watching her, and she has a bunch of idiots that show up in her chat. And all of us mods, we kind of race to see who can ban the person first. So yeah, I've had to be like quick.
Yeah, I imagine like finding that fun, just going into a chat and just
when you have to be able to do that, you
don't
have to
think I
watch in
will.
moderator mode, don't you?
no, you don't. We answered
I
this
think
last
instead
week.
of
You asked the
imagining,
same
I
thing.
will just
Oh, that's
simply
right.
You
yeah,
just
we
click
did.
on the name, and there's buttons right there
pretend
that you
that
can just
nothing
you
happened.
can ban them. Actually, I think if you're moderator, there's like next to the names, there's
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
like you could have it like show
That's
the
right.
little
I remember
Yeah.
this
buttons to ban
conversation now.
them right next to the name, even if they're not in mod mode. But I'm usually in mod mode anyway, just
For
'cause
Yeah.
it's
exactly.
easy.
There's like
I
the
don't like
circle
mod
with the
mode. I feel
slash
like
is
I'm gonna switch it
ban.
up.
The little clock thing is timeout, and then there's a warn button. Then there's a delete their message button. Just click on.
Gotta praise Vakaroth.
Praise
So,
Azeroth.
Nola, how was it? Oh, I picked the worst moment. Bless you.
Achoo.
Bless you.
Getting my ass kicked completely by pollen right now.
Mm.
It is that time of year.
Did you report him?
Sister Preach.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like my car is red and it's like turning orange.
Your what?
Anyways, because of all the yellow pollen that's on my car.
Car. Okay, that's what I thought you said.
But,
So what is it? What is it down there that produces all the pollen? Is it something specific, or is it just everything?
Right now it's just
Bees.
everything. Although currently the
Bee-
weather app
bee
says that
bees.
it's grass. But anyways, so NOLA, it worked out pretty well. Weather was pretty good. Up until like Monday night or Monday morning. But the crawfish boil went pretty good. I took a lot more hands-off approach to this year because I was like, I don't have time. Like Mardi Gras was like 3 weeks ago. It's just,
To the
it
boils,
was
though. Wasn't that your house?
yeah, but it's like I couldn't really do anything until after Mardi Gras, and then it was just like we were still cleaning up all the Mardi Gras stuff. There was St. Patrick's Day. Um, it was just a lot for me. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna just like be more chill about it. We did kind of do an impromptu airboat tour on Friday. I've actually
That
never
looked
done
like a
one
lot
of
of fun.
those.
Yeah, that looked really cool.
Yeah, we saw a ton of alligators. They're
I
lazy shits, and they just, for the most part, they'll just sit there in the sun. And like our tour operator actually like he had like the little stick with a hot dog on the end, and was just like poking the dude in the face with the stick
saw
with a
that
hot dog on it.
video that convict uploaded or posted about that, and I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, because that alligator was about 10 or 11 feet. And he
That's
was
big.
just like, I don't feel like moving today, which is a mood.
He looked like the boat pulled up like literally right next to that
Yeah,
thing.
we were
too.
like 3 feet away from this alligator,
Ugh.
and he would not move. But we saw a couple of other ones that swimming around. The operator would like throw marshmallows, and the alligators would snap them up. Alligators like marshmallows.
Good to know.
They can't
Alligators.
digest them, but they
The
just think it's
world's
tasty.
greatest fucking killing machine, right?
Crocodiles are a lot
Later?
more aggressive. Oh yeah, look, there's the pictures
Oh,
of
look.
me, huh?
Now he's got the taste for hat. humans. No, I was gonna
Yeah.
say hat.
Oh yeah, so that the one picture of the one in the middle right there, that was a 13-foot. So you can
That's a big boy.
kind of approximate between like the end of their nose and the space between the nose and their eyes. Like 1 inch is roughly a foot of how long they are. So it's a rough approximation, but yeah, that's a big boy.
Honestly, it looks like he just wants some cuddles.
I
Oh,
call
yeah.
them swamp puppies. Like you just want to be like, oh look at him, he's just chilling. He didn't move at all.
Went to like a reptile garden once where they had like an alligator crocodile like display or whatever the fuck it was, and these guys were doing a show or whatever, talking about them, walking around these fucking things, like stepping over them with chickens in their pocket. Chickens in their pocket. All I kept saying, fucking fall down, motherfucker. Fall down. Get him. Oh, it pissed me off so much. Obviously, it still pisses me off. Fucking dumbass.
Yeah, you see him go get it. We'll see the smaller ones that do that, but they like their marshmallows.
You probably think they're hog balls.
I'd be terrified in the water. So, like a safety pack. Wait, whose leg is that? They got some cuts on their leg.
No, we were going to the OnlyFans content. Jeez.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was crotch shot there.
Only legs.
Is that doing it for you, bro? You like the leg content? I'm
I
not
like the
judging.
hair.
Just confirming.
I was like seeing a lot of these pictures. I know a lot. I didn't know Scalar was there.
Yep.
I haven't seen him in a while. And then there's a handful of people. Yeah, so Tank was there. So when I was doing
Last year.
the team thing, like Tank was the Logi for Plug and Play. I didn't piece together the name because he was the first NOLA I went to, so not last year, the year before. I saw him there, and but so he was there this year too.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. He apparently did a shot of something. I don't remember what he said, but it was something that just like fucked him up for the entirety of the crawfish boil. So he's never doing that again.
just like Everclear or something. But
Yeah,
I mean, even
I don't remember what he
a
said.
shot of Everclear, it'd be like 2 or 3 shots of. Which I mean, I can't imagine that would in and of
He was
itself.
probably
like,
Bar-
I'm
it's
just
probably
trying to
Bartles
fuck
and
everybody.
James,
Because I was like,
fucking
I was in the
volunteers.
middle right there, so it's like, ugh. It was a little cool. So it's like, we were moving kind of fast.
Freedom
Eagle there.
Bird.
Oh, yep. America.
I
He's
didn't know.
Merca.
I didn't know bald eagles were in the South.
Oh, that makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah,
'cause
there's-
that's the Gulf of
there's-
America. so
They're
that makes
they're
sense.
literally in every state but Hawaii, basically.
Oh, well,
And they're
yeah,
also like,
I'll
they're
bring one.
big seagulls. That's
Yeah,
pretty much what they are. So especially right around the coast, there's a particular
That's
nest.
an awful thing to say. How could you possibly compare a bald eagle to
they
a fucking
sound like
seagull?
Have you
seagulls.
heard them?
Seagulls
Yeah.
are awful.
Yeah, like the
No,
funny thing is, like
so-
everyone's stereotypical thought of what a
They
bald eagle
sound-
sounds like. They think they sound like the big screech. That's a
Which
red
is
hawk.
actually a hawk.
Yeah,
A red-tailed hawk. Yeah, in movies they use the red-tailed hawk sound because bald eagles sound like pussies.
yeah.
They
Bald
sound
eagles
like
sound.
seagulls.
Yeah, they sound like seagulls. They sound exactly like seagulls, just louder.
They don't act like them though. I take offense to that. I'm,
No,
I'm
they-
offended for all bald eagles.
They have been known to like just eat trash.
Yeah,
Not around
They
here.
mostly
Here they're
go for
majestic
fish,
where I'm
but
at.
also trash. I don't know.
Majestic.
it's like oh,
They do
those-
build those really big nests, and they're like, there's one nest near the interstate right outside of like the airport.
show us
here.
tanks
That-
right
That's
there.
like it's been there for years, and it's like I always look for it whenever I pass it up. Hey, look at it. Eee.
Tell one of those fuckers to jump in the boat and get the bucket of those goddamn hot dogs. Quit fucking
yeah.
teasing me.
I've
Jake.
seen it because they do
They,
this
they
a lot.
do
with-
tease it a little bit, but they do let them have it.
because they do this a lot of alligators will go up to like people will just be like kayak fishing or something in the rivers, and the alligators will just come up to them and like try and climb up onto their kayak because they're like food.
Yeah, that's why they generally discourage feeding the gators, but like gators are not super aggressive as long as you're
Yeah.
not near their nest or whatever. So it's just kind of like they're just kind of annoying. Like sometimes if the river's really high and people go on the levee and there's a gator coming by, then like people keep feeding it, so then the gator is coming by and there's like a small dog or something, then they usually have to end up shooting the gator because they don't want the gator to like eat
Yeah.
someone's
Poke him in
tiny
the eye.
dog.
Poke him in the eye.
Yeah, I
That'll make
like
him
how
bite
this
you.
one. It's like, hey,
Yeah, he's
food.
not
Like,
hungry,
I
clearly.
can just imagine this like an Aussie man like a commentary over this. Like, hey, I'm trying to get some sun here. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, just
Yeah, he's glaring. He's like, motherfucker, I don't want your dirty hot dog.
they, he moved his head a
November to
little,
dub
but
that
he
for-
was just like, bruh.
Get November to dub that for you, Drayden. You
Yeah.
already got someone that
Yeah,
can do
that's
it.
true, that's true.
But he barely even moved. That was a big old boy right there.
So
Yeah,
this
well,
this
more
was
than
this was
that.
He
Tank.
wasn't real.
Is this you said this was Tank like dead on
No,
the ground?
that was actually one of my local friends. Because we actually had the Eve guys meet up with
that's
my
fun.
local friends at one of the bars. So it was his birthday. So he did a couple of shots, and I think he was feeling pretty good at this point.
Just
I
a
know he
couple?
was hurting the next day.
Is this at that hot dog place?
Hot dog place? No.
Oh, I remember with the hot dog place, and I forget who it was. The guy that like just blew chow all over the sidewalk and then fell in it.
Oh no, that
I was like, this looks like
um,
exactly like that same table. I was like, oh no.
No, this was actually one of the bars off of Rampart Street. It's kind of like the northern border of the
Okay.
quarter.
So the opposite end we were on, at that,
Basically.
that
Well, like you would
what-
kind of
my
think
point, Charlie.
Canal is the western part, because I mean it's kind of diagonal. But if you consider like the river being the south, then the Rampart Street's on the other side.
Oh, is this aquarium? Oh yeah, that
it
aquarium.
was Checkpoint Charlie, the What side's
Yeah,
that on?
people went to the aquarium. I was kind of boycotting them a little because they have
Gulf of
changed all the
America.
references to the
They
Gulf of Mexico.
oh, they don't have dolphin safe tuna there, do they? Fuckers.
I don't know. But they have like the look there.
Oh,
And it's the insectarium right there.
yeah,
What was that last picture of?
it's a butterfly. It's like a little cage
Oh,
with food or something. A bunch of butterflies hanging on it on the bottom.
It looked weird.
Yeah, when you go in there, like before you can leave, there's like an airlock, and they have to make sure you don't have any like butterflies like landing
Yeah,
on
it's
your
like the
shirt
one
and stuff.
door, and that closes, and then the next door opens. You don't
Who
want
the fuck would want to steal
to.
butterflies?
They'll
That's stupid.
well, it's
That's
also
stealing,
mostly
but-
because like the butterflies will just come and sit on you, and they would just stick to your shirt.
Yeah, they'll like land on, and you might not see them because they might be on your back, and you wouldn't notice, and they just
Yeah.
like leave with
You're
it.
not supposed to smack them.
No.
Nope.
No, you're not supposed to touch them at all. They're like, if they land on you, that's one thing, but you're not supposed to like try and coerce them to
Don't
land.
flick
Like,
them.
you're not supposed to like put your hand out and try and get them to land on you or catch them. Although every single kid I've seen in there tries to do that.
Well, yeah, because kids are shit.
Like the kid tried to kick the bird, right?
Yeah, God, yeah.
Kids are horrible.
Rain handled that perfectly.
Oh, it still
Penguin.
I
says,
would've
it still
punched
says
it,
Gulf of
man.
Mexico there.
Yeah, but I think they're in the process of changing them all because
Yeah.
they put a news
You're
article
offended
out
for
saying that-
something they haven't done yet. Come on.
Well, no, one of the other
the
signs they
process
already
of it.
changed.
Yeah, the main sign says Gulf of America shit. Like,
Yeah, like they were pretty quick with doing that, and I was like, y'all suck.
Maybe they're
And this
proud of
is
where they
all
live.
stupid. This is so stupid.
owl.
Yeah, there's an owl.
Oh, I'm gonna have owl
Bird
tastes
and
good.
shit.
I'd like to eat an owl someday.
What?
Is that a hawk?
Yeah, some kind of hawk.
A dolphin.
I don't think that's a dolphin.
Wait, where are you guys looking?
It's not at
It's
all. It's like
green.
it's some kind of like.
There's no dolphin. I
It's
think
not
it's a
dolphin.
gar, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or a
gar. It
squid?
looks like some kind of gar. Dolphins.
First time we went to Florida, we drove down there from Iowa. We get to like Floribama area, you start seeing the ocean, or it's the Gulf.
Alabama.
So we got there and we saw there were sharks in the water. So around, my mom was like, "Oh, look at the dolphins!" I'm like, "Yeah, look at the fins. Those are sticking straight up. Those are sharks."
Yeah, you can also tell by
Look at
the
all
tail.
those chickens.
If it goes side to
Well,
side, that's a
fin
shark.
on the dorsal fin on a dolphin flops over.
Yeah.
It doesn't stick straight. It doesn't have. a rotation.
Depending. Some of the dolphins are kind of straight, but like if the tail goes up and down, it's a dolphin or a porpoise of some kind or a whale. If it goes side to side, that's shark.
I told her she should go swimming with them.
I also feel like dolphins are generally just like a lot faster. Like they're gonna be like swimming around, being fast about it. I don't know. What are you, penguins?
Rays. I was
That's
trying
what
to.
freaked me out. Rays. That was one
Really?
that freaked me out in the ocean. Yeah, I don't want to get stung
Why?
by one of those motherfuckers.
Oh,
Well,
I've petted them before at the
Yeah.
Yeah, I
at the
pet one, but
aquarium.
I would
Yeah.
walk around the ocean and accidentally step on one. That's my worst
oh
nightmare.
yeah,
I mean,
but
they did take out Steve Irwin.
And well, that was like just a huge,
Oh, those giant
just
ones, yeah.
freak of
yeah.
nature
He was
accident.
punching it in the back. He started it. Steve Irwin deserved it.
Yeah, there's
I'll
this
give that a
thing.
I gotta give a Mexico reaction to that one.
Chevron's fault. Chevron's fucking
It's
full of
Chevron and BP. It's
Yeah,
like
notice
the
how it's
Gulf
all
of
these
America.
like big oil and gas
Yeah.
companies, and it's just like,
Well,
okay.
I don't know. Is ExxonMobil American?
Yeah,
Two of those are
Exxon,
definitely not American companies.
Exxon and
Shell
Chevron
is.
are, and Exxon, Shell, and Chevron are American. I think BP is.
No,
obviously-
Chevron is not. They're
Chevron is not?
headquarters somewhere in South America. Yeah,
Oh,
No,
it used to be Venezuela. but
my
it's
dad
not there
worked
anymore.
for Chevron for
I-
like 40 years.
That's a Venezuelan company. That's where it started.
No,
She's
no,
in Texas.
Chevron.
Chevron,
Headquarters is-
Chevron originated as Standard Oil Company.
yeah, it's like I think all those are American except for BP, but
Uh,
I could be wrong.
British Petroleum.
I thought. I thought. Well, bitch. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
literally
Shell
from
is.
the name. Is this a part of the NOLA topic or?
Yeah, there's an aquarium they all went to, aquarium slash
we're-
insectarium.
And this brings up fuel.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Don't worry about it.
so yeah, their headquarters are in Houston,
Hey,
Okay.
which
that
makes
guy.
sense because like my dad like flew back and forth from here to Houston like every
Well,
week for a
Hope
while.
his
A
arms
little
didn't
while
get
ago.
tired.
Now, he racked up a ton of Southwest miles.
Oh,
Uh,
that
Rest in peace,
sucks.
Southwest.
So we got
Rest
Dark.
in peace, Southwest.
Anyways, keep going before we get to
Uh,
that rant.
That's Dark Forest. Is that Tank? I don't know what he looks like anymore.
No,
That's BJ Rebel.
yeah.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
He was like the first guy to actually get there before I got back to my own house because he drives a motorcycle. So he's like, I'm just gonna like motorcycle all the way like straight to your house. And I was like, okay.
Vlad, Nirvana, and Dark Forest again, and then that BJ dude, Kitty.
You
He's
can't.
the neighbor cat.
Oh,
Kitty.
what's
There's
that?
Tank
Somebody
passed
doing
out.
that.
Oh, gotcha.
We're like, we have much more comfortable chairs, and he's like, and then he just kind of settled there.
Sorry, I was wrong. Sitco is one I'll buy.
I see November. They're not Cry Guys anymore, are they? They're not in Criterion, I don't think.
Yeah, they call him Void.
Void Boys.
Yeah, everybody's taking their shoes off and just standing in the grass.
That was
My
a-
dad. It's
is it-
very nice grass. My dad is
is-
very proud of it.
Yeah, no, I remember November just going to town like, you guys, you have to feel this grass.
Well, thank goodness the flooding didn't hurt it. Didn't you guys have water back there?
I mean, my backyard floods basically every time it rains hard enough, so the grass is
Juice
just like
good. It
whatever.
likes it.
Isn't that just a feature of that area, essentially?
Basically, yeah.
What a good turnout.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's a lot of people. And that's just at the boil. Was there people that didn't make the boil?
Not that
Who-
I don't know.
Really, that's kind of the point, isn't it?
What's that
Yeah, it's like
image that November's holding?
Still on in her marching band
Yeah,
uniform.
it's
Yeah,
the marching
it's-
band
it's
cut out
me.
for the Saints game.
in November is like he's really amused by it, and he thinks that like my parents made it as like a shrine for me or something. No, I actually ordered that. I edited that image myself to take the background out because it was during COVID and they weren't letting people into the stadium for the football games. But it's like you could pay for this little cutout to be in the stands at the stadium to make it look like there were people there. And at the end of that season, they're like, you can come and just get it because you paid for it. So I was like, yeah. So I took that and brought it home, and now it's just there. And November likes it.
Did you give it to him?
No, it's staying here with me.
Well, 'cause
I
she's
would've
vain
given
and
it
wants to
to
keep it.
him.
I don't know how he's gonna get that back on the. And yet, but they got me this little plaque from CCP.
Oh, nice.
You blew it up.
You know.
Very cool.
Oh, I'm not even on
Oh,
the
that's
camera
awesome.
right now. But yeah, so yeah, you see that? Signed by CCP or Tatty, Burger, Swift, Overlord, Lumi, Jotun,
All the gamers.
Convict.
huh?
E, Tiger Shark, Convict,
I'll see Darwin on there.
K1P1,
Snubbed you.
Hilmar, and GM Banquet.
Oh, you got a Helmar one too.
I need
Nice.
to meet Tiger Shark just because of how the A is written on his name.
I know.
That
That's
was
just
what
what
year,
you do.
Delana? You look like you're 12 in that picture.
Oh, yeah.
That was like 2013.
Okay, I think it said COVID.
It was like my
you
last
put
year.
it on in never, okay.
Last
You
year.
look super
Colin.
young there. That's why I was just like, what?
That's just how my face looks.
Yeah, 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
It's the Uriel. It
So where
says-
did he go then? He's not with CCP anymore.
Yeah,
is
because
he?
it said formerly Demirage.
He quit already?
He was only.
I
there
think
it
for-
was a- I think
he
it was
only
like a
supposed to be there for
temporary-
short
He was
time.
kind
He
of
was
like a
contract work.
contractor, so I think they just like they didn't need him at this time. Although he's hoping like that they'll bring him back one day. But
What
I
was
guess-
his specialty?
And did he? It was lore. And did he still not find the corpse of Jamil?
I don't know what you're talking
He was
about.
working on lore for Vanguard and Frontier, I thought.
Yeah, he's a big old lore nerd.
A super nice guy. He liked the party.
Demirage again. Oh, yeah, Misty was there. Misty's a fun dude.
Oh yeah, Misty.
Biggest
Nirvana.
slut at the antique store.
That's a
Yeah, I
great
love that
shirt.
shirt.
Biggest slut at the- yeah.
Yeah, Misty is actually still here. He's just been like exploring around for the last few days.
I don't know how that guy
I mean,
does it. Yeah, he goes for like
yeah, I don't.
weeks at a time.
It's because over, in Western Europe, they actually get like double the average amount of PTO that Americans get.
He's a cocaine kingpin. He fucking distributes most of Europe comes through him. That he do whatever he
No,
wants.
he has a really bustling
This
OnlyFans account. Now you know. You thought unbuttoning those buttons was just for fun?
Oh shit, that's how it all
He paid to
started.
do that.
You thought that was just for fun?
slippery slope, man.
Advertising, marketing.
Their faces are getting like more and every picture that's like slightly more and more obscured by the light.
Yeah.
Oh, so the next picture was just
Well, and
a
their
light
vision's
bulb.
probably getting more and more obscured too.
Yep.
Some of like bathroom stall beer, the best.
Don't get the
Back
graffiti.
all art.
Someone left their beads. Just gonna leave your beads on the counter like that?
I would,
I'll leave your beads on the counter.
but you took them to begin with, so that's all I care about.
Yeah, like those are just cheapo little beads.
So, how did you feel about this location versus the previous location, like in terms of walking around with everyone?
I mean, so I just personally like the Hilton anyway. Because they have just better amenities and stuff. It is a little bit further to get into things in the French Quarter, but that has never bothered me. I'm used to like walking around the French Quarter a lot because trying to drive around there and park is a nightmare. So,
I couldn't imagine.
like during Mardi Gras, it's impossible. So you're just used to walking everywhere, and I would just rack up so many steps just walking everywhere. Um, Closer to the Australian bar, Kangaroo Vic's.
Why do you have a
Mm.
picture of trash?
No, this is yeah. What is
It's a
this?
camp.
That's got to be right down by the river. Yeah, probably the gutter punks. Or, I don't know.
Is that one of the? That's one of the. Did you guys go on the riverboat tour thing again?
No, because I was like, we're so done with that. Like we've done that so many times, and it was like we
Yeah.
went on like a smaller, faster boat instead. So it's like we got the boat thing going. Well, I like this picture, the picture of the Australians.
Yeah, at
So I was
Vic's.
like, you better take a picture with the sign before you leave. Because the convict was always tired because he was jet lagged and stuff. Just scroll up so you can see the sign.
That's what I was
Or
watching again in there.
move the thing.
Oh,
Oh, I was not watching.
Well, you kind of have part of it. I don't know.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
a
there
little
you
delay,
go.
but yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's Vic's Kangaroo Cafe is just like this little dive bar that for some reason has Australian beers in it. So Convict was very excited. Yeah, it's like he's holding a Foster's.
Oh, Foster, and
Phil
then
I
Shakespeare,
bet
thought.
he
he probably
drinks.
doesn't get much of that in Iceland.
Yeah, so like I'm sure he was excited about that. So like we were all drinking Foster's, and I was like, I mean, that was good. It didn't really stand out in particular, but it was
Monsters and
fun to
Molsons are both
actually
crap.
find to actually taste it, I guess.
I think he we should drink like Cooper's too.
Or was it Cooper's?
Cooper's
Yeah, I
is
think
the
it's
one
Cooper's.
that
That's it.
one that he usually drinks. Foster's, I think, is like everyone thinks of Foster's when they think Australian. Cooper's
Yeah,
is like
maybe
the
that's
other
it.
one.
Well, because
Yeah.
it's Australian for beer, but
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean, it's like
right.
what one's like the Bud Light of Australian, one's like the Coors of Australia.
It's like the natty ice of fucking Australian beers.
Where were we?
This looks. Oh, this is that the Irish coffee place. I think.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure the bar behind,
I
like in
think
the
you're
behind
right.
Scalar. I think
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
okay.
Irish coffee one.
Yeah.
He's drinking beer though.
Yeah, that's Ishi Dark Forest. Yeah.
No, that's still at Kangaroo Vic's. That's right.
Oh, is that a Vix? Oh, okay.
Because like I'm holding a Cooper's.
Oh,
If it was at the frozen Irish coffee place, I would definitely have a frozen Irish coffee.
Yeah, I think a lot of other people, those are good coffees. I'm not even a coffee fan, but I like those drinks. Some woo woo.
Woo.
Yeah, the hotel room views were like really nice on this one.
Yeah.
This is the Hilton.
Yes, you do have to work it a little bit because like first of all you have to pay extra to get like to make sure that it has river view. And then they still like they put me like on the side, like you can still see like half a view of the river, but like most of my view was you see that building on the left that I hate and I think it's ugly. So
So
like
the
I'm looking straight at this thing and I'm like and I had to go down to the front desk and be like, "Hey, I don't want to be a Karen, but like I don't like where my
You say
room
too late?
is."
so
No, like they still switched me out
I got
because
pro
there
ti-
wasn't a whole
Too
lot
late.
going on that week. So
I got pro tips for you guys on this one too, especially for Hiltons. So have the Hilton Honors app, which is just like their rewards app, but you go in there and the day before your check-in, you can select your room, including like for an upgrade. That's what I did when I stayed there last year, and I picked a room for myself that was on the highest floor with what looked to be like just the perfect river view. And then when I got there, since I got there before check-in time, it wasn't ready quite yet. I was like, no problem. I have no problem waiting. Ended up waiting only like 45 minutes. Got into my room. It was perfect view.
well,
So like
see,
just
the
be
thing
patient and
It
was
seems like a pattern with you. I mean,
I
great.
picked the room that I wanted, um, but their digital key system was down. So it technically didn't reserve my room because I didn't get a key. So by the
yeah.
time I got there and went to like check in, because it made me go to the front desk, they had already given away the room
Fuck.
because like
Is she
technically
good?
it didn't have the
Okay.
key because I couldn't get a digital key because it wasn't working. So they had to give me
Yeah.
a different room because their system was broken, and I was like, I hope it doesn't do that next time because that's
All right.
So like
annoying.
if you're
All you
willing to be
nerds.
patient though, if you just ask at the front desk, they get check-in like, hey, like this is what I want for a view, they'll hook you up.
Yeah,
We're
like
gonna
she
raise our
literally
glasses.
like took out the floor plan, and they also have it in the app, but like she had it as the on a paper, and she's like, "Look, okay, this is which way."
All right, raise your glass. Toast to Delana.
Yeah. Let's
Thank
go.
you for hosting the New Orleans meetup. I know we didn't make it this year, but it's a lot of work, and it's
Hmm.
very
Yeah.
cool. We do
Very
appreciate
fun.
it. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do things differently next year. I mean, I'll have more time because Mardi Gras won't be absurdly late. That was the main problem. Is like Mardi Gras is so late. Like, I mean, there is Fan Fest, but it's just like when Mardi Gras is like the first week of March, and I'm trying to plan something for like the third week of March, and you're just like, ugh.
Did they change the dates for a reason, or is it normally
Mardi Gras
just
choice changes.
It's based
Yep.
on the calendar.
Based
on?
on the lunar calendar for some reason
Oh,
because Easter is one of those holidays that kind of covered up a pagan holiday, so it's got to move around according to the moon. And then
Yeah, because
Mardi
the
Gras,
moon god in Christianity, it's a thing.
Mardi Gras is a certain number of days before Easter, so it's always like a certain amount of days before Easter.
okay. I always thought it was just like a specific day in like the end of January through some of February or something.
Well, it's
No.
this year, just the way it works out, like Lent lasts for a really long time this year, I believe, too. Like it's one of the wider possible windows you can get for it.
It's, is Lent the
Redline,
Catholic thing?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's something with like the full moon. It's the first Sunday after the first full moon that occurs on or after the spring equinox on March 21st.
Oh.
Yeah, that's super.
Okay. And is
So
Lent
it's
like you can't eat, or you can't eat meat,
You
or
can't eat
What?
meat other than fish.
you can only eat
What are you
fish?
yeah,
talking
Okay.
about?
like the 40
Lent.
days before Easter, it's Lent, and like technically you're not supposed to eat meat.
That's not Lent, is it? You just give something up. It's not specific. You give something
So
up, right?
to be a quote proper, fully practicing Catholic, yes, you do give up
oh,
other meats.
Oh,
on
fuck Catholics. Who cares
Ash
about
Wednesday,
Catholics?
Good Friday, and all other Fridays of Lent.
as disrespectfully as possible.
Which
Who
means
cares
that
about
that
fucking
just
plastic?
in New Orleans, there's just means there's a big fish fry every Friday.
I mean, this is why, like, every Friday at the work cafeteria, for me, fish. Today was fried cod,
Yep.
which meant
Hmm.
I had hot dog and salad at work today.
Also,
so-
fun fact: the Archbishop ruled that alligators count as fish.
What?
So you
Fish,
can
they
have
count-
alligator. You can have alligator meat on Fridays. It doesn't count as meat.
I don't think they're fish.
They're definitely not fish.
Well, that's what the Archbishop says. So whatever he
He
said, we're
doesn't
just gonna go
speak.
with it.
He doesn't
They're
speak
closer
law
to
and that.
chicken than fish.
That shit is all made up anyway. Like who?
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, Redline, I heard you had something interesting happen this week you wanted to talk about too.
Oh yeah, I'm in the patch notes, bud.
Oh yeah,
I
for
made
sure.
it.
Oh for sure. Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
you almost
Oh,
pulled a
fuck
northern.
yeah,
Oh
bud.
yeah, bud. Oh for sure. Don't you know?
What do you
Oh,
mean?
for
Okay, look. So
your
like,
northern
I didn't,
Midwest
full
is showing.
Canadian right there.
I didn't intentionally do
No,
that.
that was-
Just
that-
so you know.
That was almost full Minnesotan.
Oh, great.
I do live in
What's
the
that,
area though,
somebody?
so. But yeah,
Not very
no,
far from Canada.
I'm in the patch notes because CCP took my beard away, and I submitted a bug report. Very, very, very good bug report. It was probably, I think they framed it and they're putting it like on display for what a good bug report looks like. I don't know if you've got that on the screen. You could put that on the screen if you wanted to.
I have the patch notes thing, but I don't think the bug report is in the patch note. I saw a post of it somewhere where it had
yeah, it's in the Eve chamber. Okay, I'll repost it for you.
Yeah, because I
repost
saw,
it for you
I did
somewhere
see
secret.
it. I did read it, and it gave me a chuckle, but I do not remember the verbiage verbatim.
Is it a bug notice or is it a?
Yeah, it was a bug report. It was a
Okay.
bug report because basically I logged in one day and I noticed that my character's facial hair was gone. I don't like that. I didn't like that at all, so I submitted a bug report. And then they fixed it and they thanked me for the bug report. And
That's not
I
the
have my
same thing as
handsome looks
opening a
restored.
ticket,
Found
right?
it.
That's not the same thing.
It's kind of
No, they're
no,
two
it's
separate
kind of-
systems, aren't they?
Right
I
here
don't
is
know.
living proof that CCP actually pays attention to bug reports and listens to players.
I don't know where the little shaking hands is next to the patch note,
It'll be like a little. It's like to the
No,
left of whatever changed.
but
It's
it's
just.
not there.
Hmm.
Is the thing like it's not there? So I
File a
don't know
bug
why
report
it's not
about that.
there.
Well,
You know
it's
what, I
because
could
the
do that.
shaking hands thing means it's a change that was made from fan input. I don't know if they'll ever consider you a fan after the blackout that you did.
Oh, good point.
Oh,
Truly don't like the game, so
Yeah,
He's
see,
like,
Alex laughs.
I-
Alex, do you even know the story about that one?
But the blackout, it was a part of the
Yeah.
blackout.
Were you?
Really?
Everyone
Yeah.
was a part of the blackout. It was crazy. That was a long time ago.
I remember being very
Shouldn't have-
confused about why you
I
were
had-
trying to go down that path.
I shouldn't
I
have
had
done
a laptop set up that was running 24/7 with just that blackout image.
that. God bless.
So
Thanks for your support. It
I
was
I
worth
I
personally
it.
like
found-
Blackout.
All
I
of it
bring
was
it back.
worth it.
I found your thing. I can just read it real quick. The bug report is called "My Beard Is Gone." Dear CCP Games, I logged into your fantastic video game today to find that I had been shaved. In real life, I'm unable to grow facial hair due to my genetic roots. Surely you can understand. I have plenty of testosterone, just whatever. And I use the character creator of every video game I play to present a visage of what I would like to be, a handsome bearded man. I am already quite handsome, thank you for saying so, but since I can't grow a beard, I use the character here. It enhances my mental stability and makes me feel better when I am playing your video game. I hope you can understand my sincere concern for this issue, as I do unironically use character portraits for a lot of things on my own talk shows, especially when prominent guests are not on camera. And also, the beard makes me feel good. Kindest regards, Redbeard13.
Bless.
So they.
I think
Did
what
you get a
really got him
response
was
at
the
all?
steps for reproduction. No.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Response.
Sorry, I skipped over that. Yeah, reproduction steps. 1, be me. 2,
It's a
open
4chan. It's a 4chan post.
open character
me.
info. 3, click portrait. 4, check out how handsome and bearded I am. 5, damn, I'm handsome. 6, want to check out my clothes and make sure I'm looking fresh. 7, view my full body. 8, shockedface.jpg. 9, my beard is gone.
So,
Pretty
Where's
good.
the patch notes for this?
Let me post.
on the EVE Online website
I'm looking for it. Yes.
for 324.25. I'm sorry, for 2025 324.1.
Okay.
It's a very small
With
blurb.
the
Oh, an
Yeah.
unintended beard shave. Outbreak of
Beat ya, beat
capsuleer
ya.
baby face.
I don't know. I thought it was funny. I liked it a lot.
It's quite good.
No, I like that. Just outbreak of baby face.
And it was very jarring because I tell you, I've had my character since 2018, and I have never seen him without a beard, ever, until very recently, and I never want to see him without a beard again.
They should have done like a little troll thing and just gave everyone their beards back, but now everyone's in T pose in the full bodies.
No, now everyone has beards.
Everyone has
Yeah, there you
beards.
go.
That would be
Everyone
They
has
should do
beards
that. Dude,
except
April
for me.
1st is on Tuesday. They should do it.
Yeah.
No.
That.
Just inverse
No.
everyone, so everyone that has beards does not, and everyone that doesn't have beards does.
Like yeah, like
that would
Mike.
be awesome, actually. Yeah.
Can't we just leave the beards the way they are for now, since they're back, and we're back to normal?
Yeah.
Don't take my beard away again.
Dude, they
We'll,
should-
we'll see what they actually
well-
do for.
Can they
April
take
1st.
Snuffed Out's goggles
we're-
away for April 1st?
Yeah.
Cause a little bit of
While
rage
we're
there.
on the topic of what CCP is doing, this week we also did get, or you can tell that things are ramping up like towards FanFest, like just the activity around like things CCP is doing is really gone up. So this week we got the first episode of their nerd show, the New Eden
Podcast.
Review Dev Show.
Give it 3 episodes. No offense, 3 episodes.
I mean, I'm curious to see how long they're going to stick with it. I'm hopeful
three
though.
3 episodes.
And then
Now they did the 07 show
I-
for a long time. I think they can
I-
do it.
Yeah, they did. I give these guys 3 episodes. I love them, but 3 episodes.
I don't know if
Thank you.
anyone else is really, other than me, is paying attention to the Vanguard Discord. But they have also started doing podcasts, and they did one this past week that had the game director and other like high-level CCPers from the London studio that are working on Vanguard. I haven't gotten through the whole thing, but like one of the very first things they talk about in the video is, yes, guys, we hear you. There's not going to be only one gun in this game.
Oh.
I don't think that they ever. That was never a thing I was worried about.
I know they
No, I
know
think it's
what,
more
though?
literally
tongue-in-cheek
it
thing.
was
So here's the
they've
thing.
heard so much about that they literally made sure that was the first thing they talked about on that
Yeah.
podcast. They're like, yes, guys,
it
we're making more.
it cannot be that hard to make a pistol for the video game. It just needs a secondary, because if you run out of ammo, it reloads too slow. You got to be able to switch to a pistola and do a little
It's
nastiness
faster to swap
with
to
your
your mining
handgun.
laser than it is to reload.
Yeah. But episode 1 of their podcast was focused on weapons and combat. I did post it in the Eve Chamber, and I'll keep since I don't think the bot that we've got for catching videos isn't catching those YouTube ones.
Because
Probably
it's
We're doing
not
the community
on
beat now.
yeah,
not
the
Crash
EVE
Notes anymore?
Online channel.
Probably
It's on the EVE
exactly
Vanguard
because
channel.
I think that exactly was what I was continuing to say there.
Oh, okay. Well, you said for some reason, which indicated that you didn't know what the reason was, so I jumped in to tell you what the reason was since I did.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, yeah.
My
no
bad.
worries.
Choose your words
Was it?
better, I guess. Yunk. I'm just fucking with you. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
Before we do the beat, there was still some more patch notes.
Yeah, some patch notes.
Nothing,
There's a big one.
major,
really.
but
Yes, there is. There's one big one.
What? The thousands of
Migrating the
flavors are now
reward
showing properly on
from
Windows 11
Redeem
computers
Queue.
using French settings?
No, from the redeem queue to being character bound, just like they did with the AT things. They're gonna, when you do a reward thing, it doesn't go to your redeem queue anymore. It goes to either your ship cargo, home station, or current station the character's in.
That's from
And
the
this-
Air Courier program.
No, that's anything in
Yeah,
the in the redeem
It
queue.
literally
Redeem
says
queue.
the air. It literally has a heading of Air Courier program, my friend. It says
I said
Air
migrate
Courier
rewards to the redeem queue.
program.
Well, maybe I
Yes,
do
look
that a
above
lot.
it. It says Air Courier program.
And,
It's-
and, the,
Oh.
I
and the
spent a lot
reason
there-
the
there are
reason
no
is-
rewards that are regularly earned anymore by logging in, eh?
unless they have a login
Except they're
campaign.
doing
The reason they're
oh, yeah,
doing
log
this too is
in.
because people were just farming SP this way, essentially. just spinning up a new character, doing the things, getting the rewards, redeeming them to the account so they could be used on another character, and then
What a pain in
crashing
the
in
ass
with
for
the new one.
such like marginal gains, though. Like it all. I mean, I
free.
understand people will do it, but it blows my mind that people will put that much time and effort into getting such a small amount of things instead of just putting all that time towards farming ISK and just buying a skill injector or something, which would probably be faster and more
Unless they're
efficient.
doing like on 10
I don't know.
accounts, you know.
Like I feel like, man, what a pain in the ass. Like I would just be like, you know what, not worth it to me. But I don't know.
I mean,
The min maxers should probably they found a way that's worth it. I don't know.
They look at what you do to make ISK and they go, well, they have the same reaction basically.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just be better?
They're probably Chinese fucking gold farmers.
You'd
doing
be
it.
not bad.
Yeah,
Hey, you know what?
just
What's
got a
wrong
little
with being a
too
gold
much of
farmer,
that
huh?
DGAF going
Oh, you
on.
get kicked out of games, don't you, Redline?
Hey, you know
You
what,
get-
buddy? You do, and then you come right back and you do it again for 10 more years. Nothing happens.
You feel bad about yourself later.
Hell no. You kidding me? I wish that.
Uh.
Nope, never mind. Not gonna say that. Not gonna say that part.
Yeah, most of the stuff is just small. When you get a reinforcement email or in-game mail for a flex structure, now it will tell you the proper that it's 30 days instead of 7. That probably raised some eyebrows, but only for people
What
with
kind of-
structures.
you-
You getting a
7?
fuck structure? What'd you say?
A flex
Flex.
structure, like when you reinforce them, it's
Flex.
supposed to be like a 30-day thing, but the mail would say like you have 7 days for whatever it was. So it probably made people go like, wait, what?
Oh
Wait,
Would make me-
30-day reinforcement on those?
Not
now?
30-day reinforcement.
no! To change the timer.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that.
The reinforcement
that
timer.
is insane. That is such a long time to wait to change a timer.
They want, but it's to make people to not flip flop it
I
around.
know
Like,
what it's
there was
for,
ways you could do that. And it was like really
But that's
fucky.
so
It's a
long.
counter to a time zone trait.
Yeah, you could like really
Barely.
just fucker up a lot of stuff with that. I think
I
people.
don't know how.
The worst thing about this, if you make a mistake, you're fucked for a month, right? You're like, oh shit, I didn't want to do it then.
Well,
You get high, you play the game. Hey, can you change that for me? You bet. No problem.
probably easier to just at that point just to unanchor it, take it down, and
It
put it back
might
up.
be, yeah.
Unless it's something important. But I mean, now that you have the infrastructure hubs or the sovereignty hubs, it's not like you can't like fuck it up like an iHub or anything. But
You know what? I tell you what I don't like. Mercenary dens on skyhooks. Fucking pain in the ass to like get your material off, because they start fucking attacking you immediately. The rats do. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I've never messed with those.
You don't do your PI? You don't have your PI fucking kingdom up again, your empire?
I haven't messed with it, but
You get tens and tens of ISK. It's fantastic.
well, most of the PS that was in high sec, which doesn't have the mercenary dens. The ones I have in low sec is just a couple
good
characters,
point.
and
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
just like just random. Like they just like farm raw materials up and then just produce them up to like P2s, and then but like they can hold so much in the starports, so it's like I just wait until like both the starports fill up, and then just it's I think I only have to like go out there like every 2 weeks, once
No,
every 2 weeks for those or something, or once a month.
The PI stuff. I got to move them from different places to keep my shit going.
Oh yeah, like I don't have ones where I gotta like move things to this one. It's just like
I don't do it
reset it.
very
I reset it like once a week, and then like once a month I go pick all the shit up in like one haul and move it to the.
Tell you, I am very, very happy about the
Citadel.
restart buttons on the fucking thing. That's awesome. You don't have to open up the window anymore. You can just do it right from the one screen. Restart everything.
So patch notes, those done. What we got? This me. You guys want to do the Mio thing, or do you want to do something else? There's
The what?
The
We'll have a community beat.
Mio, the Ministry of Internal Order. It's the for the event stuff going on with the Angel. I have no clue what the Ministry of Internal Order does. I never heard of it before.
Get internally and they do stuff. They order it around.
They probably minister internal things.
Probably. That'd be my
Yeah.
guess.
in an orderly fashion.
Is it like
Yeah.
internal medicine or what are we talking about here?
It's something to do with the event stuff with the.
What's the outcome? Do the players benefit from one group getting it to another, or is this just strictly lore?
I'm sure there's going to be effects that happen. I usually don't do any of this event stuff, but it's.
I do remember. Don't you remember the one event where whoever went out and did the most, whatever it was, getting widgets, got to name the those modules. No, I can't remember what modules they were. The salvagers, like the faction, not faction, but meta salvagers. Like there was 3 of them, and the 3 different people got to name them because they were doing like whatever event it was. I don't remember what event it was, but and then the top 3 people doing the event got to name those modules, and I think Dunk was one of them, right?
Maybe.
Was it Salvager? Maybe it's Salvager. It was
Yeah,
Salvagers.
the
Well, he-
Salvager renamed, or not renamed, but one named in his honor. I
Yeah,
guess,
and
but yeah.
It wasn't because he won anything though, or like anything like that. It was because he lobbied CCP for so long that they because he wanted the Tech 2 variant, and they ended up making the Tech 2 and then that faction one or whatever, and they named that one after him.
Yeah, this is that race for the hive stuff. Just look at this graph. Looks like the Triglavian forces are like leaps and bounds ahead, like probably everyone expected. Because people like Triglavians.
people need to fucking try harder.
They're almost twice as high as the Keldar is the next highest one. So then you got like all the fucking Eden Calm. Fucking Eden Calm. I don't like them.
Maybe they don't like you, do they?
I do not like them. I'm tempted to just go kill a bunch of Eden Calm and actually put my standing with them like -8, so it actually feels like they should be upset at me.
Don't go to Parchment if you do that.
I don't like Pushman. Pushman's scary.
Well, we're gonna take you on an adventure there, Drayden. We're gonna go on some jackdaws, and we're gonna go fix your standings.
I don't want to fix it. I want to keep my angst.
Oh, come on.
I want to keep my eggs. Yes,
Just
sir.
I want to be able to have a reason to be upset.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Yeah, no, I just gotta make sure I like look at the gates when I land on a gate, and
It's simply, we'll have fun, and in less than an hour from undocking, we'll have your shit fixed, if not faster.
yeah. I mean, they don't shoot you right away. There's like a 5 to 7 second pause before they start shooting you. It's just if you're not paying attention or going to scoop a corpse like I was.
Well, but you got killed by the turrets. If there's an Edencom fleet sitting on the gate, you can get instantly tackled.
I've never had that happen. I've warped off
I've
with
had it.
Edencom ships there.
I've had it happen to me once in an interceptor, and I was annoyed.
Hmm.
It's a matter of luck.
Nobody likes Edencom.
What was the Galante hauler that did PI before we had the squalls? What's the name of it?
The
Epithal?
Miasmos?
I like the
Epithal,
fucking
yeah, Epithal.
Those fuckers, because I wasn't paying attention.
I still use those.
Pissed me off.
They're cheaper.
Are they?
Yeah, they're like 700,000 or 800,000 each for the hull.
You know when you buy the
And you
cheapest
don't need to
thing,
put any
it's-
cargo hold
the quality's
expanders
not
because they
usually
just have a PI
the
hold.
same as the expensive
It's
one,
like
right?
60,000 K at level 1, but if you have like max level 5 for Galante hauler, it's like 71,000 M3 of PI space. So
So,
you just put a bunch of inertia stabs on it and just go zipping around.
brief tangent. I don't know if anyone else noticed LB's message in Maincast, but that is not a reason to miss the show. That is a reason to be at the show.
Main cast, who's this?
One second.
Yeah, that's kind of
huh. Interesting. Yeah.
I'm not. Maybe I'm drunk, but I'm not. I'm not home.
It's like, sorry, I won't make it tonight. I'm drunk. It's like, and
Yeah.
like, I mean,
It means you should be on the show.
I mean,
Yeah, I was
what-
like, what?
Salvo.
maybe he's at like timeout drunk levels, and he's just like, not, he's
Uh-huh.
recusing himself
love-
from.
I never even saw him at that point at FanFest, and I would like to see. I'd see that.
I don't know if I've seen him at that level ever, but I've seen LB a little toasted a couple times. But
We've seen him pass out before, but he doesn't get out
yeah,
of control.
he
we
like
do.
keeps
He
his
keeps
demeanor
control, yeah.
all the way through.
I remember
It's
back. This
impressive.
is back before I was watching the show, or back when I was still just a viewer. But you also falling asleep on stream, and Drayden having to mute the stream so that Rain could say your IRL name to wake you back up.
Yeah, that's on Reddit.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
there's been a bunch in the past, like a bunch of whoops. I left the stream on, falling asleep.
We had to call you one time, and you wouldn't answer your phone. It was
Yeah.
awful.
I was probably passed out. Those always scared me. It didn't happen often, but those always scared me, especially like not as much now because it's in my living room, but before my computer was in my bedroom, I don't sleep with clothes on, and I'm always like there'd be times I'd get up and you walk in front and be like, oh, shit, is it? I'm like, okay, good, my computer's off. So I'd be like, God, is the stream still
I can
running? Just
confirm
walking
that.
butt ass naked
That
in
is
front of the
not true.
camera.
True statement.
It's
The
like
first time I ever
I've never done
went-
it, but I'm always worried.
The first time I ever went on a show like this was actually the Friday that Open Comms is off because you guys caught the ban, and I was on Redline's. Redline did Trash Talk Friday that week, and then Redline went to bed and left the
Trash
stream
Talk
on.
Friday.
Or yeah, Trash Talk Friday.
What'd he say?
And
Trash.
No,
Trash.
it was
Trash
trashed.
talk?
Yeah, no, it was trashed. Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were
Uh,
trashed and we were talking on a Friday.
Yeah,
Hey, it's right.
basically.
Redline went to bed.
But
and
you,
and
yeah,
we
you,
left the
you
stream
went to
going, yeah.
bed, left the stream on, and then by the end it was just me and some other guy. I can't even remember his name
Atticus.
right. Yes, that's right. And then Atticus just
The
went to bed with his
gays.
cam on, pointed at him laying in bed. So it just turned
Love
into a
it.
sleeping stream.
Who-
Friends
my
of
left.
we stand at Titan for an hour and wait for Goonies. What?
Pan Fam, I think is.
Oh,
I'm assuming is what he's.
that's a good one. I like it. That's funny.
What are you getting at?
Never heard that one before. No, what do you
It doesn't change its funniness.
Or wait,
get
yeah,
close.
yep. Nope. I was having some weird brain
Oh,
math
God,
going on.
4 years ago, you guys were using TeamSpeak, not just. Did the Discord even exist? Then?
No, it was more than 4 years ago. I think.
The
Or
Twitch.
was it?
when did we
No,
switch
we,
to
we did
Discord?
have it. Yeah,
What?
I had a TeamSpeak server that we used. I feel like that was. I feel like we've been using Discord for more than 4 years, but maybe not.
Discord been around for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been around longer than
might-
that.
It seems like we switched. We didn't switch to Discord right away. I don't think.
yeah. Because when we
My
used,
account was made in 2016. My Discord account.
yeah, we didn't use it right away. 2016, I think we were still using TeamSpeak. Yeah, because we originally used Skype and then used TeamSpeak for the audio. And I think we did that up until we swapped over to Discord because we're like, Discord can do video and audio. So
Oh, I'm in streamer mode. I can't look at my own shit. That's dumb.
What?
I look at create my account. I can't look at it because I'm in streamer mode.
Why are you in streamer mode?
Yeah.
I use the OBS for my
Oh.
camera.
oh,
You can also just toggle the disable.
I don't
button.
want to though. What if people see my shit?
Arthur.
Discord
King
has
of
their
the
own video
Britons.
background.
Where's what now?
And like,
You have to ask the question: is it Dom or God?
You're back
Not very
getting
good, Joe.
daiquiris. I think that was it though, right? Got all the
The MIO, yeah, we still have the community beat to go through.
Sorry.
the
One point.
beat.
You got the beat.
So that I remember we talked. You remember we talked about that Eve? What was that site? Hold on. It's Eve Workbench. Apparently, it's a site you can. Yeah, let me pull it up real fast. It looked really neat because I thought it was when we were talking about it. I thought.
Oh, you beat me this time. God damn.
I thought that you would be able to go in there because there's like fits and stuff. I thought you could go in there and like design fit, like it had a fitting tool. Unless I'm dumb, which is not out of the realm of possibility. I can't find it. Like I think it's just a place where you can post already made fits and upload them so that people can look at them. And
Well,
so you
you
can
put
make a
your
giant
idea.
library of
Yeah.
fits available where people can then just like click, oh, I want that fit, and then download it and then just import it through the e-fitting tool, e-fits, which is nice, really cool because there's a ton of fits on here. But I was a little sad because I thought it was like something you could design fits on there. Like if it doesn't have that, I don't think. Also,
it's just a tool for sharing fits. Yeah.
yeah, and then they also have like a market. The market browser is cool. I do like that. And then there's also various tools for industry stuff. So I think it's more of an industry tool than a fitting thing. I thought it was more of a fitting type thing, like a PIFA type stuff. But
Blurry.
Yeah, Vlad, we went over the Nolo thing first. Showed all the pictures, and
Mm-hmm.
she said how amazing it was, making Drake and I cry a little bit because we didn't make it.
sad.
It was sad.
I mean, I had to talk about it a little bit, but good thing is FanFest is coming up.
FanFest is coming up,
Arr.
and then Seattle. They're
Yeah.
bummed because I apparently couldn't take off as many days as I wanted because my brother and another guy's gonna be off at the same time. So it's like I wanted to go Wednesday to Monday, but it looks like I'm gonna have to go Thursday to Sunday. So
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Like, I might do like Thursday to Monday, but it's so the flight from here to Seattle is actually like crazy cheap, and I didn't
Yeah.
know it was that cheap. It's like 200 something for nonstop direct flight.
it's not even twice what I would
Round-
pay to fly to
round trip?
Seattle. I think it's
Yeah,
only like
round trip,
$100 more than I paid.
270
Jesus.
on Alaska Airlines.
Damn.
Yeah, I think like a round
Good
trip from
deal.
Spokane to Seattle
like
is like
Alaska.
$150, which is kind of crazy.
I don't know if I've ever been on Alaska, but
Alaska, ironically, Alaska Airlines is what I flew out of Minneapolis like a decade ago to fly to Hawaii.
Isn't that the one that the panel came off the door?
Yeah.
Wasn't that an Alaska Horizon?
That was, yeah, that was Alaska. Yeah, that was an Alaska flight.
Don't sit next to a door seat, or if you do, make sure your
Yeah.
seatbelt's on the whole time.
but yeah,
Well,
this is the
you
only
won't know if
like
you're next to the
nonstop
plug.
flight. Because I think Delta had flights for 200,
That's
straight
cheap.
up 200, but they all had like
Flying out
at
of
least
where?
one layover.
Probably Salt Lake.
But the nonstop flight is like 7 hours. It's longer to
Yeah.
get from here to Seattle than
Well, didn't it
from
say
Boston
five
to
five
Iceland.
something hours? It might be
Boston.
7 hours of difference of time because you're going back time zones.
Your flight to Seattle is longer than my flight to Iceland by an hour.
I mean, we're a little bit east of the middle of the country, and then you're going all the way to like the northwest corner of it. So, yeah, I can imagine a layover in Salt Lake. Yeah, but I want to do it the nonstop because, I don't even think I mentioned this, but so November was when he was trying to get here. His one layover was in Houston. I think it was Houston. And so he landed in Houston and it was already running late, so he had to try to find his connecting flight. And they told him the wrong gate. So he actually passed it up. And then he had to run back, and by the time he got to the correct gate, like they were running and like they closed the door in their face.
Oh.
So November was so mad that night. We were like just like keeping tabs on Discord. Like he didn't land here until like midnight.
That sucks.
So it's like, and he was like right there. I don't, it was Houston or it might have been Dallas, but it's like he's just technically just right there. Yeah, DFW.
Yeah.
Like he's right there. Like the flight from here to Dallas is like an hour, probably less. But
That-
since he had to do the layover and then he got screwed over for it, and it's like, guess that sometimes
yeah.
you have to weigh the pros and cons of doing the layover, and it's like if I can get a direct flight for just like $70 more on a something that's already 200 round trip, like fuck it, I'm gonna do 270
Yeah.
for a round trip, which is like most places 270 is one way.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a round trip
For me.
from like for me like Spokane to Seattle. I think round trip's like 150. So like you're not even twice that coming. That
Yeah.
for me that's a 300-mile each way. That's short. So
Yeah, this is like crossing most of the country, so I just need to set a little schedule for it, but like that, like, oh, that's so cool.
yeah, that's really cheap.
Before I get too drunk tonight, I wanted to mention, since I did this after the show last week, but our channel and roles channel on Discord is set up now so that people, anyone on the server can set their roles. And if anyone's got ideas about like other stuff that we can add there, things that we could change with it, feel free to let me know. Delana, I hope you approve of the emoji I picked for the NOLA role.
I think that you should delete half of the channels like Thanos snaps.
I think there's a good number of them that can go like snapshots and shots. Oh no, that's like the pictures. We should
Delete-
probably rename it to
Well,
like
no,
just
well,
pics.
Delete any
really
channel
want
that
to have
hasn't
a
had a post in
crocodile.
it in over a week.
Yeah, scenes and
don't know.
screens and mid journey.
Archive,
I don't
baby,
know if you need
archive.
those. Or
I think
Archive,
well,
baby, not delete.
there's essentially like snapshots and shots, Snack Shack, and Nat
Be
Geo
quiet, I'll turn
Pets
them up.
could all be consolidated into one channel,
Like picture channels.
I
which
turned
is
them up.
snapshots and
Tamara.
shots.
Yeah, just like roll up like pictures of
See,
whatever, your pets, your
one-
food, anything, and just put it in the one.
The thing
Hey,
is,
look at
is
that! I
that
just deleted 2 channels.
Oh,
there's
Hey.
you don't have to delete them, just archive them,
No,
dude.
it's
You gotta
gone.
remember what's in there.
they're gone.
Can't
I
undo.
took
Jesus.
I took them out behind the barn and
Control
used my
Z.
12 gauge
Oh
shotgun.
no.
Good.
Oh Lord,
Can't
old
delete the whole fucking
coloring
channel.
shit. You can't undelete things, bro. Wow.
Well,
Anyways,
they're gone.
what you
I'm
might
slash and burn
run
style,
into
baby.
is when there's not a lot of posting in channels and you make more channels, it just reduces the amount of
Yeah.
posting
Yeah,
because
I agree.
people end up not knowing where to post things. So it's better to have like a general channel until a topic overtakes a channel to the point where it needs its own space. And then that new channel becomes a space for that new topic so that it doesn't overtake the general chat anymore.
Yeah. Like we could
I
probably
like
get
what
rid of
you've
the
done with the
D&D
voice.
channel. Like that could just
Fuck you, man. Fuck you
that
so
could just
hard,
be
dude.
in
You baited me so hard on that, dude.
That
I
could-
was
well,
so
that-
psyched
that-
to play an
Dra-
EVE Online,
Drayden-
an EVE Online style D&D campaign. You had me going for months, dude. When's D&D? When's D&D? When's D&D?
I was in.
Never, never. D&D
Drayden-
was fucking never.
That's one of the ones where people can control their access to it. So honestly, like
Okay.
anything where people control their access to, I don't think adds to the channel clutter.
Like I was willing to do
not
the
clutter.
D&D thing, but like we just could there was never consensus on a time that there
You
was
didn't even
no
try.
day that everyone no
You
I
didn't even try.
No, I
Yes, you
did.
did.
I was asking
everybody had
people
a
like,
different
"Hey,
day
what
they could
days?
play.
What?" It was like multiple weeks we spent trying to figure out a day, and it basically came down. We even made a spreadsheet and people to post things, and it basically came down to it looks like nobody had the same schedule. Like
It's
the
like the
day
eighth
that
day is the only day they've everybody had off.
there was a day, I think the best
eighth
day was
day?
like a Wednesday where 2 to 3 people could show up, and I think I
So
was
the
one of those, and I
eighth
was
day-
like, it's a 50-50 for me on Wednesday because if I have a late day at work, I'm not going to be able to be there. So it just kind of came down to people's schedules just didn't work because I was like, Saturday, Sunday works for me, but Saturday, Sunday didn't work for half the people, and then weekdays didn't work for half the people, and it's like you can't set up a regular game night if nobody's schedule matches up.
Redline, do I have your permission
Yes.
to slightly plagiarize your work when it comes to the rules channel?
Plagiarize my work, as in
The
What do you mean, that's
rule,
question?
the rule, like if I take some of the rules you've posted in your rules channel on Cesspool, because I did some peeking
Oh.
around.
I mean, the rules in Cesspool are not real, but yes, you can take them if you want to.
Okay.
They're not real.
They're not real.
Are currently
mean,
the rules channel on
look.
the Open Comms Discord? There's nothing in there if you look. So officially, there's no rules on the Discord.
So basically, the rules of Cesspool are don't
Talk about
Make it-
cesspool.
no.
Don't
It's
make
like
it
Don't
out
make
about
Red Light
outside the
mad,
game.
and you'll be
it's
fine. You can
all
say
it's
anything you
all
want. Just don't make Red Light
it's
mad.
all common. Yes, exactly that. No, it's all common sense rules. It's like keep stuff where it goes.
When has there
Do you
ever
wanna
been
talk
common
about-
sense in Cesspool?
Do you ever read the Discord, Dom?
Not anymore, because it had no
Yeah,
common sense.
exactly. Exactly, dude. It got lost for a while, but it came back. Common sense is there. But I'm going to change the name of the Discord server next Tuesday to the EVE Online Community Pool. I'm going to make a post about it. It's going to be a huge joke. I'm going to piss a lot of people off. I'm going to say the cesspool is now a permanently nice server, and there's no longer any shit talking allowed. And the great part is that everybody's going to forget about it by the time it gets there. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Cesspool's
nice.
a nice place.
I like that.
I like it.
Nice,
Let's all be nice.
pool.
Let's all be
It's a
nice.
nice pool.
I'm gonna get the logo ready. I'm gonna get a new logo that's just a bunch of different flashing smiley faces.
Did you see
It's
that?
It's just gonna be
picture I
skulls.
sent you?
the bless pool.
It's nice pool. What do you mean?
Nice pool.
Redline, did you see the image I sent you?
Tuesday
Yes.
is April 1st. Yes, I did. Did you
Yes,
see
So
the
if
image
we
I
can
sent
somehow
you
move that,
back?
That's the
move
JPG.
the highlighted spot over to where you're gonna have it.
We could do that, yeah.
When it comes to the Open Comms Discord, though, if you want to see the Eve Online content pings for when we do our, fun little roams, you do need to give yourself that role.
Does it ping you on
That-
Wolf?
What?
Huh?
Wolf.
Woof.
No, it doesn't ping you on Wolf. Sorry. We don't have that capability yet.
Doesn't exist.
Fuck is wolf?
Or is it-
Overwolf?
I'm
You don't
I
know
sent
Wolf
you
is yet?
a text, an email, a fax, and it called you.
Ew. Who wants all
You see the
that?
office?
Ew.
So- Ooh,
Yeah,
we got
so-
multiple. I got another firsthand
yeah,
cam.
she jumps up and then she gets spooked by something. She's
Cheater.
a
What?
little skittish.
Fair Tom, I sent you my image. I see what you're doing and I like what you did. But I also like what I did because mine looks like House of Cards.
He likes what he did better.
I do like what I
We
did
do it.
better.
Oh, yours is too bright.
It's not too bright. It's actually perfect.
Mine looks like the Eve map.
It doesn't. It looks like little blobs because it gets
Yeah.
reduced to about 50 by 50 pixels.
Aw.
So you
Oh,
can't
you-
even see it.
And we've got a better version of it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how big your
does.
version is if it gets reduced to 50 by 50 pixels.
Why does that have to get reduced?
Well, because it's an icon.
No, this is not for icon. We made badges of this to hand
You
out
make
to
it-
everybody.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd actually be pretty cool then.
All right, that's
But
why
so
I
it-
didn't explain what
so
I
it-
sent you. Yeah.
Yeah, you just sent me a picture, like sight unseen. I don't. But that's okay. I liked it. It was cool. I just didn't know what it was for.
Uh-huh.
Anyways,
Tournament tomorrow. Tournament's back on.
Word, I mean,
Yeah. The charity cup's resuming tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. I have to put.
When's your first match? Drayden,
I'm
when's your
gonna
team's
turn
first
my
match?
background off so you guys can see what my cat's doing. This is what he likes to do.
oh no.
Why is he standing up so straight? That's,
like-
See that
that
red
His
posture.
cat tree is right next to my desk, so he likes to stand in judgment and also come out and attack one of my monitors with head bonks.
Yep, my dad's cat will sit just directly on the desk in front of the monitor, and my dad has to like look around.
I've actually thought about getting a second camera, putting it on this monitor over here to my right, and
Cat
having it,
cam!
and have it pointed at the top level of the cat tree because the window out onto my balcony is right there, so he's literally always there.
Unless he's on your lap. Then he's not
Lily
there.
is
He doesn't. He will
Always
snuggle with me in
face.
bed, but he doesn't jump up on my lap, which I'm thankful for because he's like 17 pounds. He's a big boy.
Yeah, Lily is maybe like 10 at most. She's getting a little
Yeah,
bit
I mean, like,
chubbier, but she's not big.
like
Oh,
he's a
oh,
big
that
boy.
baby.
Oh,
He's
and
a
he
You
just
talk about
knocked over.
community yet or no?
Oh,
Can't remember.
Torch. Well,
Oh,
I just
speaking
knocked
my
over a shot of
cats.
vodka.
Oh,
Speaking,
Look it up.
speaking of cats, my little baby guy, he went to the vet today and he's doing great.
Nice.
that is good.
That's good, yeah.
Unfortunately, earlier today I had to let go of Boot. Boot is gone now.
Wait,
Hmm?
When do you mean let go of him? Let him go?
I had to put Boot got put down today.
Aw.
Oh,
I knew it was coming for the last few months. It's basically just been a waiting game of like watching quality of life, and I finally made the call that the time had come.
Wasn't he like 23 years old?
He was senior at like 11 years old, but not like ancient.
Dang.
Any once they hit 10, they're considered senior.
But a lot of cats live way past that, don't they?
My grandma had a cat that lived to be 31.
Yeah, I could've sworn
What?
Mary's cat lived to be
Yeah.
Most
23.
of the
Yeah.
cats I've had were
Holy
like
shit.
15.
Yeah.
Give or take a
No,
few years.
that cat, granted, had no teeth left at the end of its life, and had to take medication to continue living. But yeah, just
well,
old
like
cat that they had when my mom was growing up lived to be old as fuck.
That's crazy. If my cat lived that long, I'd kill him myself. Hate that fucker.
Oh, okay.
Most cats don't live
I'm
past
just kidding, I
6
love 'em.
around me.
Yeah, I
Gotta go away.
feel like 15 is a pretty average
Yeah.
number, but
Torch here is as I'm sorry, I'm cleaning up the vodka spill.
Weird.
Torch
It doesn't.
is like
How are you
3
cleaning up
years old.
your vodka spill and you're not using your
cat?
mouth? What the fuck?
I thought he was rubbing the cat on it.
Well,
You're
I'm
using
not-
a paper
I'm-
towel?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is
Pick
this?
him up by
Suck,
his feet.
suck it off your carpet, dude. What the fuck are you doing?
No.
lick
Why
it
not?
up.
Just use a
lick
paper
it
straw
up.
and you'll be fine.
Suck
Oh,
dick, but that doesn't mean I'm sucking something off the carpet.
Oh, sure. You'll suck a
Yeah,
dick, but you won't
maybe.
suck a carpet? Hmm,
Damn.
interesting.
Mhm.
No, that makes sense actually.
You know, Skyhawk, cowardice is a disease, and you sound sick.
Jesus.
Sick and tired of always
Damn.
winning.
Is this a sample of the nice pool that we're gonna get?
Yeah, no shit.
Are
You know what?
you kidding me?
We're gonna move on to eat stuff now. Fit happens. Let me see this.
Yeah.
I
No.
I mean, I've never watched IB stuff, so
Yeah.
I don't know how good he is, but
Oh, I found the times. 17:05 is first match.
Nice. The tournament.
10
We're
a.m.
back to the tournament.
No, just
The
real quick. He was
charity-
asking what
Charity
time. So
Cup tomorrow.
10 a.m.
It's
Pacific,
Saturday, okay.
1 p.m. Eastern. I think is when it starts. So
So noon here. Well, I'm gonna be out
Oh, that's so
For a-
long.
kind of
there's
St.
60
Patrick's
matches
Day
on this
thing
thing.
because we were supposed to have a St. Patrick's Day parade tomorrow that was already rescheduled for bad weather, and then we have more bad weather, and they're just like, "Fuck it, it's canceled for good this year." But we're just gonna hang out anyway and wear green and drink. So
Now it could be Isle of Man Day, right? Not quite big enough to be a St. Patrick's Day.
I don't know. Well, I'm not Manx, but I'm definitely Irish. So
yeah, thanks,
Briggs,
Vlad. Thanks, Vlad.
Desies. Briggs, Desies. Someone got a ping.
When does your team play? In
Yeah.
the AT? Maybe.
Yeah. y'all
Maybe.
talk about spaceships and stuff, I guess now.
We are talking about
Yeah,
spaceships.
I
We
just
talk
I
about
just
spaceships
pinged
the
for a
whole
fleet for
time.
tomorrow. Dom, are you coming on the
Yeah.
fleet tomorrow?
He's not going to come. on
Maybe,
fleet
yeah.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna be home.
Hmm.
No,
I
What time is it?
have 6 retributions in Thera, and I don't know which ones have afterburners and which ones have micro warp drives. So don't ask me for a retribution.
I don't like retributions.
Why don't you like retributions?
I don't
What's
know.
wrong with a
I
retri for
I
you?
feel like they're just not fast
Huh?
compared to
How are they
other
not
frigates.
fast?
I don't know. They're just like I mean,
Okay.
they're a frigate. They're
Compared to
fast, but I
what?
mean, compared to like a Jag, they're just not fast.
Okay, so you're talking like a ram jag?
I don't know.
that?
A Jag with an MWD on it is just
Okay,
going to
'cause
be
here's the
faster
thing.
than a
Here we go.
Retribution with
Here's-
an MWD.
Here's the thing. My retribution can go 20 or 2900 meters per second and can also shoot out to 60 km while it's going 3 kms. That's the point of the
But
retribution.
why do you want a
it
long
does 10
like? Why
DPS,
do you
so
want
it
long
really
range beam
What, you
retri
mean,
if
why
it's
do
supposed
I
to be
want?
tackle? Like, are you not going to be tackling with
It's
it?
not. Hell no, I'm not tackling with it. I've
It's-
got faction points on this motherfucker, dude. I'm long distance. I'm holding you down and beating the shit out of you while you can't touch me. That's the whole point.
Hmm.
Kite for fun. Jaguar, yes. Jaguar, you want to jump in, and absolutely. I've got a Jaguar fit that goes fucking 3,700 meters per second. But at the same time, like,
It's almost twice as fast.
the Retribution can also shoot 10 kilometers optimal range with, like, not standard. What's the ammo? I don't remember what the ammo is called.
Conflag?
But you know what I'm talking about. No, not conflag.
Multi-frequency.
In multi-frequency, yeah.
You're
Or
using
Scorch
beams
or
or
Conflag.
Or using beams. Beams would be Gleam for the close range one, I think,
There's
right?
pulses.
Aurora.
Pulses.
There's
actually.
Gleam and Aurora. I
Pulses.
forget. I think Gleam is the close and Aurora's long range one, right?
Oh, this is scraps.
Yeah,
This
but I
is-
think
this
I don't know.
is-
I feel like Gleam's
kidding.
isn't Gleam's tracking shit. So don't you want to usually use multi-freak anyway, unless you're shooting something big?
You're afraid of using beams.
mean-
I don't think that makes sense.
No, I can. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
if it
frigate
reaches
tracking's not hard.
Gleam has plus track. Oh, okay. I didn't know if Gleam had. Okay.
So I just noticed my cat licking the tip of his tail. Apparently, when I spilled that vodka, a little bit got on his tail.
I don't use
Amazing.
beams.
He'll
So
shove it
yeah.
out of the carpet, but you
Yeah.
won't.
And even if I
But-
do
but
use beams, I'm
anyways,
rarely using T2
the-
ammo for them. So
Are you
The
Dom, are you
moral-
calling this calling the carpet blade?
The moral of the story, though, is that a Retribution is a very powerful ship, but it has a purpose, just like a Jaguar has a purpose. Like
I'm not saying
wanna
it's not a
jump
strong
in,
ship. I'm
you
just
want
like
the Jaguar, you want to rush in. You're tackle
Yeah.
jagging.
I feel like my play style, like the way that that you have that retribution fit, but also like I don't know, I've played tackle retribution. I don't know.
Sure.
I'm just not a good
You can play a
retribution
scram
pilot.
retri.
The handful of times I've used a retribution, I feel like I'm just like I want to go faster, and it feels slow, and then it feels like it doesn't. Its range is shit. If you have pulses on it, I've never really flown a beam retri, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fan of them. They're good ships, but I don't like flying them.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
like
if
them, but they're
you-
good ships.
If you fly pulses with
Yeah.
Scorch, like that gets you out to 20 kilometers, but like
Is that
at
with
that point,
fall off, or
that's
is
when
that-
you, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fall off at 20
So
kilometers.
you're
But
probably
that's
shooting around 10.
like, but that's when you're gonna fly a scram at that point.
Yeah, if
So
you're gonna
like
pulses, you
you're
should
gonna
have
be
scram.
close range anyways, if that's the case, and that's how the AB retries fit. It's got pulse lasers, a NOS, and then the AB, obviously just a 1MN. So it goes 900 meters per second, but like if it gets on top of you, you're not going to get it off of you, basically.
Yeah.
It's just got to get on top of you first. So that's where, you could fly a tackle jag and really help out by jumping right onto somebody's face. Would love that. But then you also fly a wolf, which
Wolves are
arguably better
cool.
ship.
Wolves are
Arguably better
cool.
ship for the DPS compared to a jag.
Yeah,
Wh-
Like,
what
I feel like Jag is better for
and-
tackle. Wolf is better for just brawling.
It's not missiles.
I
is it?
mean, you can do an autocannon wolf
Autocannon. Okay.
with a scram.
Yeah,
And I mean, it's similar. It's
I'm
slower.
always preferable.
also
My preference is
stronger.
sorry. My preference is always the short range ammo that you get on. I like brawling over sniping
Yeah,
any
kiting.
day.
I prefer kiting because like I don't know if you've ever like in some of these kitey long range ships that I can fly, I will like jump into a gate where there's a bunch of people that are following me, and I'll just like burn off the gate, right? Just align to the sun, burn off the gate, and then stupid little interceptors will just chase you and get one tapped, one after the other. Like boom, little malediction gone, Atron gone, just popping them off with artillery with the wolf. It's so much fun.
Well, especially they probably come straight at you, so that they've
Oh,
got
yeah.
no transversal.
Left click, right click approach, my dude.
Yeah,
Well,
that-
exactly. That's, yeah,
Immediately.
people do.
That was one of the things I learned don't do. It's man,
It goes poorly for you.
yeah.
It
Well,
does.
it's like if they're going away from you, like it's bad for you because you go right at them and you get bad transversal. But also if they're trying to evade you and going around in a circle, you aren't gonna cut the angle and catch them. You're gonna always be like doing this loop around behind them, and you'll actually fall further behind. Like even if you have higher top speed than the ship you're chasing, you could actually fall further behind if you right click approach, just because of
Yeah.
the way that it tries to follow them.
You got to get that scram on them. The web.
Yeah.
Yeah, true facts. No, I don't know. I like frigates a lot. I like frigates. They're very fun ships. They don't have a
I-
lot of like different fittings, but they're cool.
Yeah, I am much more of a like cruiser fanboy. I love cruisers. Destroyers are kind of cool, but
Now,
cruisers
what
are
do
like
you love-
cruisers are my
what-
favorite. I like
Capital
What do you
ships
love
are
about
bust.
cruisers?
I like
Caps are
cruisers
bust.
because they're fast enough compared to like bigger things, but they have the firepower, but they also have the durability. Like they're a little more forgiving because you fuck up once in a frigate and you just evaporate. Whereas if you fuck up in a cruiser, you still have options to like pull back.
No, but like,
I think it's harder
like,
to solo
and-
in a
and
cruiser,
I-
though.
and I want to say this
Probably.
as nicely as I possibly can, but historically, your cruisers have evaporated as a frigate would evaporate in a lot of cases.
Accurate.
Right, but that's usually when we jump
So-
into like 20 dudes. It's like it doesn't matter what you're flying, you're evaporating.
Okay,
Um,
that's fair. That's a fair point.
Like I mean,
Or if you attack somebody
because
high
like all the
tech, yeah.
times I've gone on a cruiser and evaporated, it's like we jump into a gate camp. It's like, oh, there's like 50 dudes here. Now the one thing is, in a frigate, you might be able to get off before they catch
Or
you.
burn back.
In a
yeah,
cruiser,
maybe.
you are not getting away from a
No,
gate camp.
absolutely
You are getting
And
caught.
see, I think that's kind of the thing. So like, I love gate camps because the last few times I've flown into a gate camp, I just get kills and just move on with my life. Because I forget the ship that I was flying. I think it was one of the Thrasher Fleet Issues fit that we fly on the weekends, and I got tackled by like a Daredevil and something else, and there was a bunch of like fucking Executor Navy issues and a Gnosis and shit. And I just killed the tackle, GF'd and local and warped off. It was great. I loved it.
Oh yeah, you got away
love
though.
So no, this was in low sec.
Yeah,
No bubbles,
I
right?
did not get away. No, I think it was. If it's the one I'm thinking of, we did get bubbled, but
No,
he got
you
over.
weren't.
Oh,
I
then
was
I'm-
alone.
Okay. I'm thinking of, we went to a gate camp and we killed the saber and then we died, but it was like, fuck, we got one. All right.
Yeah.
Gate camps in Losec are a lot harder to be successful than we don't have the bubbles.
Yeah, that saber bubbled
Yeah,
up, and
the
instead of
Dr.
like running off and like living, he was like, he came in to try and get damage, and didn't work out for him. But
It did. He got on the kill mill.
I mean, I guess he did. But
Hey, Tamber, thanks, by the way. Appreciate that shot.
oh yeah,
I enjoyed our
yeah, shots back.
our roam last week, and that was fun. We got some good. I mean, nothing like huge for kills, but we had some good little fights. It was
Yeah,
fun.
quantity over quality last weekend.
Yeah.
And we had fun.
Did
We
everybody
a
run
lot of
away
different-
the first engagement?
No,
No.
it actually went well. I feel like we keep doing it, and we're just gonna get better with it.
Yeah, I
Yes.
had a lot of fun in that Algos, but I'm gonna fly something different this week. I think.
You know what? I think I'm gonna fly
Arachi.
Thrasher fleet issue.
Oh, me too.
No, bro, are you kidding me? I love that Thrasher fit. Like it's
I
such
really
a
like it
good
too.
fit for no reason. It's just so good.
I like
Like
changing.
we literally warped in on that little bunch of Caracals and Moas or whatever and just popped one before they even knew we were there.
That
I
was
just
Thrasher,
want
Thrasher?
I want us to be able to like. I would love to have like 20 or 30 of them in fleet eventually. Like I think that would be a lot of fun.
20 or 30 Thrasher fleet issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
what we
bigger
do
fleets
with
like
that
with
fleet,
with
but-
everyone with the same thing. In the smaller fleets, if there's like 3 or 4 of us, I don't know. It's like I like changing up ships and fits because like all right, I flew that
Well, no,
died. Now what do I want to
if-
fly? I don't like just be like refitting the same thing all the times.
We got enough of us, we need to have a tackle.
Well, yeah,
That's
real
what-
real talk. If we got to the point where we had like 20 to 30 people actually in fleet, like there would be scouts and like all those extra roles would start to get filled.
We don't really need those rules.
To wash your
It's
hair, that's the worst
okay.
excuse a girl can give, guys. Come on.
No.
We know you're not washing your hair. You just
Yeah.
don't
No, I
Jag.
need to wash my hair.
Have
And
a
I don't like doing it too
jag.
late because then I go to bed with my hair wet and then it dries funny.
Alex, why do you like the Jag so much?
Leave me alone.
I like to, well, the Ram Jag fit that I got, I like to be able to warp around quick, get on top of targets, and tackle the shit out of them really quick.
Nice. I like that.
So, yeah, just
Why
get
aren't
on
you
them.
coming on these fleets?
He was there
Maybe-
last week, and he
Yeah,
was
2 weeks
there the
ago.
week before.
Last week.
He's
and
been there like
week
the last 3 weeks in a
before,
row.
and-
No, you've never come on any of the fleets.
He's been on
Alex. Come
every
on.
one that I've gone on, plus
Didn't
ones I didn't go
participate
on.
in the
so-
blackout. Isn't coming on the fleets. At this
Like it-
point, it should be clear that I'm messing with you. Like,
Yeah.
but I'm
Um,
excited for you to come tomorrow.
I think what I wish they had
What?
a Blood Raiders
Golden ticket.
destroyer
Ooh,
because
what
like
would
the
they
crew
do?
aura is too small, but the Ashimu's too big. I want that.
I agree. You
The
need to have it in a battle cruiser.
dude, like
So
I
you
don't
want,
even know what
like-
they'd call it. The crew Amu, the halfway
So you-
between.
You want like a nudie boy destroyer?
Yeah,
Hmm.
Just-
Interesting.
give him the
I have an interceptor fit called Shoe.
dude webs and newts. That's my jam. Slow him down, give him the suck.
So see, and with like four or 5 people, you would think that would be valuable, right? And I'm not saying it's not, but in some cases, it's going to be more valuable to just have that extra DPS.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I feel like if until you start having like more than 5, like if you have like 6, 7 or more people, then having newts and other E-War effects are important. But
Mm-hmm.
bringing like an E-War dedicated ship like that is kind of not as
I might
valuable.
actually just fly a saber. I have a saber with a medium ancil on it, so I might just use that. I don't know how I have a saber with a medium ancil on it. Doesn't make any sense, but it's here.
Yeah, I might
What the hell? You can use
maybe
it.
bring
What's
in.
wrong?
I haven't flown a Corm Navy yet. Maybe I'll fit up a Corm Navy. That's close enough to the Thrasher navies.
Yeah, it is. I've got a fit that matches the Thrasher Navy, the Thrasher fleet rather, as a Corm.
I've flown
I flew it-
all. Well, I haven't flown
Flew it,
all.
like the second.
I've only
time
flown
we
half
went
of
out,
the
I
Navy
think.
destroyers. I have not flown a Corm Navy. I have not flown a Catalyst Navy. So
Dude, the permaban skin for the saber is so cool. Have you guys seen it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yes.
Which
Can
one?
confirm
With
good skin.
holograms. Oh, so cool. It says
Have-
permaband on the side and a
Uh,
hologram.
All of
That's
my
it. Well,
favorite
everybody should have
skins
one
are
of
the
those.
ones. All of my favorite skins are the ones that have like extra visual effects around them, whether it's like those lava ones or
Yeah.
the Aurora
Metamorphosis one where it
ones.
looks
Yeah,
like it's been destroyed.
yeah,
Those are
like
cool.
yeah, anything with extra special effects. Super awesome skin.
Yeah, I agree. They over the years they have definitely upped their game in making skins.
Oh shit! You know what?
I know who.
Do you know why
You
though?
know when?
You gonna tell us?
Yeah, I had to check first. That giveaway that I started last week that Alex was gonna give away some ISK, it's still running. I never closed it down. Time elapsed 6 days, 22 hours, 50 minutes, and 30 seconds. I could just leave it up, or did you want to still give that away, Alex? You don't have to.
And it's still yeah.
No, yeah, keep it going.
I mean, everyone is. There's only 3 people on it. The only person that's on it that isn't here is Milland. So, yeah.
I think
There's
he
this
started at,
giveaway.
like,
If
3 in the
yeah, like
morning,
you might as well
so,
enter the giveaway if you're here. Exclamation point ticket to get in on it. It's been a week long in progress. We'll see who actually wins. I find it also funny that Alex entered into the giveaway that he's giving away.
Double
He did
my
say if
ISK.
he wins, he'll double it.
Oh,
Right? Didn't they say that?
I didn't say that.
he
I
didn't
said
say
I'll
that.
double my ISK.
Okay, so we were talking about the community beat for a bit, and
Dang it, we never talked
I was
about it.
watching one of the videos in the community beat by Aquila, who has routinely been a thorn in my side, etc. But he made a really cool video with like blops dropping and hyper supers, like very good video. 16 minutes and some change, but worth the watch. Props to him. Why is my Defclone Impodion? What the f***'s Impodion?
Why did you die there?
Your
Go there.
shit's at Podion. That's why your
Oh.
Defcon.
Oh, okay. There's no more shit there, so that's good.
Oh, you talked about that last week.
Okay, fair enough. Makes sense.
What is this crash
Sorry,
naps
I've
thing?
been really. It's a rough day. What now?
Oh, sorry, I may have skipped ahead. There's like a crash naps thing on the beat.
Oh, did you,
I talked about the IBs thing, but we're gonna skip over that, I guess.
But the Lego Stratios.
Yeah, that's really
That looks
cool.
kick ass.
That was awesome.
Yeah, about 2,000 pieces, I think it said.
4,500.
Or 45. Wow.
4,500 bricks, hundreds of hours of whatever. Sheesh Louish. Now I'm going back
Yeah,
to Cheetah.
not the craziest Lego thing that I've seen today. I saw someone made a working replica of I forget the exact model of Volvo, but it's an actual street legal and drivable car made out of Legos.
That's amazing.
It doesn't look like a Stratios. He did a good job with this.
No, it looks like a Volvo.
I probably didn't fly like a Stratios either then.
No, but it drives like a Volvo.
Did anybody watch this episode of the Nerds thing?
I got through part of it. I haven't finished watching it. It is on that, and then watching the
Seema,
Vanguard
what's up?
podcast is on my list this weekend.
What's up, Seema?
Seema, are
yeah,
you
I
going to be at
haven't-
FanFest? You better be at FanFest.
Can't remember. I want to say he is, but
I couldn't remember.
he's not.
No, big
No.
rip. Big rip.
Wow.
What about Seattle?
Yeah, man. What about Seattle?
What about Seattle?
What about Seattle?
Seattle's a cool place. Yeah, Seattle's doing a meetup August 8th through 10th. It's a Friday through a Sunday. November is setting it up with I thought it was Genevieve, but it's someone else that's setting this up. Normally the Pacific Northwest does a meetup every like
Ooh.
3 to 5 months, but it's like more of just like a single evening. They wanted to do this one as like an actual like full meetup.
Based on what Seema said there, he's going to be stuck in Vegas having way less fun than you guys are.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, no, I haven't
So,
watched this Nerds thing. I probably will watch it. Maybe I'll pop it on while the tournament's going on or something.
I recommend
watched
checking out the Vanguard podcast as well.
It's August 8th through 10th. So I think August starts on a Saturday, but it's the first Friday of August, and then through that weekend.
Is he gonna start? Is he gonna have a Discord? Do you know?
Oh, you could do that?
Ooh, VMware conference.
Yeah, you should go if you can.
Oh, that's
Not
right.
to the
You're
VMware
an
conference.
IT.
Oh, the 20th. Yeah, this is August 8th through the 10th. But yeah, November was aggressively recruiting people throughout NOLA, because I saw about a dozen people join the Seattle meetup and say that they were going after he was schmoozing everyone at the bars to go. So I'm hoping, like he was saying, like probably there's some stuff doing the Space Needle, probably go up there, do a thing like that, and then there's a float plane on one of the lakes that people could do.
Oh,
There's there's a Mariners game that Saturday. I'm gonna probably go to that if you're into sports. There's Mariners, and I don't know who they're playing, but that's always fun.
Seema, one of my goals is to get Redline to come to another meetup. To my knowledge, he's only been to one.
I have indeed. I'm
Yeah.
gonna host my own.
I was just gonna try. I was trying to type
Yeah.
that out. Say I doubted to go to Seattle, but
Well, you
he's
guys
in the
kind of had that
process of
meetup. It
making
wasn't a
his
huge
own,
one,
yeah.
but I mean, when you get like 4 or 5 you nerds together, that's a meetup.
It was 3 of us.
Qualifying.
Yeah. Well, no, there was 4 of
There's
us.
4. Is you, Redline, Skyhawk, and Rain.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I was there.
Damn.
No, but I would love to. I would love to host Bring Back Eve Midwest. I just don't know
Yeah, that'd be
where.
fun.
I mean, there's a lot of places. There's a lot of lovely places. We had a great time in Grand Rapids and the surrounding area.
I think we
but,
need
you
to
know,
pick a place though that has an easy
with
access from far away.
Right.
To fly into
So-
Grand Rapids is not that cheap. right?
Flying into, well, it depends on where you're flying from, as always, but for a city of our size, our airport is actually really well connected. Like, if I'm flying domestically, I fly out of Grand Rapids rather than driving to Chicago or Detroit. The only
There was-
reason I'm flying to Detroit is because I'm going international.
I
Des Moines to
sent
Grand Rapids is more expensive than Des Moines to Vegas.
I sent you an
It's-
invite to the Discord if you want it, Siba.
So anytime you're going from a small city or smaller
Yeah.
medium city to another smaller medium city, you're right. It is going to be more expensive. Going
Yeah.
from a smaller medium city to a big city, that's always going to be cheap, the cheapest flight. But
That's why I
anyone
said
that
we need to try to find a place like that
Yeah.
to do the meetup.
Yeah.
Like, I
But-
don't really want to do Chicago, but I mean it's Redline's thing.
Yeah,
I
no, we
don't-
don't have
I-
to.
I-
We don't
I
have to do
pers-
Chicago. It's okay.
I
Chicago's
personally
expensive.
I would like to honestly advocate for us doing something here in West Michigan, like in the summer, and
Mhm.
there's fun things we can do here. Michigan
I
is
mean, there's-
beautiful in the summer.
It's great. It's great.
It's smoky.
I love how late sunset is already starting to get. Makes me so happy.
It's 80 degrees here today. 80
It-
fucking
it-
already?
it's-
Come on.
It's almost 11 o'clock, and I have my my patio door like open. It's just a screen and with the fan in it, and same in my bedroom. And it is 71 degrees in my apartment right now. Love it.
That's too hot for fucking March. And I think it's supposed to be 32 on Sunday or something stupid like that. Like, fuck off. Make up your mind.
You know, if you decide you want to do something like up in this area, Redline, I will
I
do everything well.
I do. I just don't know when and where is the thing. That's the video on the stream. By the
8
way, that I was
Mile.
watching.
At
Eight-
Mom's
you wanna go to the
Spaghetti.
D? You want to go to the D, dude?
Yes.
No, I-
Detroit is actually really nice.
No.
I think Detroit's a really nice city. Obviously, there are parts of Detroit where you don't want to go, but there are parts of every city where you don't want to go.
I mean,
Chicago
I'm-
is the same way.
I'd
the
wanna get
Miracle
some
It's
Mom's
Mile,
probably
spaghetti.
actually more dangerous right now. Yeah.
I would make
Chicago?
a
I would
trek.
totally go
I
with
don't know.
you to that, Drayden. Totally.
Yeah, mom spaghetti.
For
Yeah,
the
yeah, hell
mom
yeah.
spaghetti. Yep.
It looks like some noodles with a bit of ragu poured on them and one meatball, but I'd fucking eat it.
Bro,
Same.
you killed my buddy in a Kiki. Who
You deserved
authorized you to
it.
fly
If
Kikimora?
Probably did
if
deserve it.
I would
if
love
we
flying
did
Kikis.
something
They're
on
so spendy for destroyer. Like,
A Kiki?
they're like almost 100 million.
they're
They're like 80
fucking-
million for the hull.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like, I don't want
solid.
to. I don't
Had
want to
it
spend that on a
lying
destroyer.
around.
For the same price, I
just
could
had it
fly
lying
like
around.
4 Navy destroyers, 3 or 4 of them.
So-
So
the benefit, if we were to do it on this side of the state,
Ooh.
red line, I can go to our revenue managers at work, who handle multiple hotels on this side of the state for my company, and be like, hey, I want to do an event for a bunch of gamers and get a hotel room block. And I want it to be in the summer. What weekend can you give me the cheapest rate? And then they just basically pick a weekend where they already don't have a big group or whatever, and they can give us discounted rooms. So like the room block part of things, if we do it here, is really easy, and I can do it without anyone needing to put a credit card down to get the room block.
Yeah, well, so the idea, obviously, it's Eve Midwest. I want it to be
In the Midwest.
like a roaming meetup, so not in the same place every time,
I like this.
but like
yeah.
a different place in the Midwest. So like we can do it in Michigan this year. We can do it in
We're doing
Indiana.
Madison.
No, we're not doing
whatever.
Indiana.
No, we're not doing Indiana.
No,
Okay,
I
thank
dri-
God.
I
can-
dri-
no one will
I-
go
no,
to Indiana
literally,
on purpose.
you can
I
literally
drive
taste the
through-
racism when you drive into Indiana.
I drive
Yes,
through
yes.
Indiana. I stop to take a piss and a shit there, maybe at most. That's it. I don't spend my money there. I don't do anything else other than.
No, I will
drive
get some
through.
boiled peanuts if I go there though.
I spent I spent most of my life in Indiana, 20
That
years of it.
explains a lot.
Does it?
SEMA, what's funny, SEMA, is if we did a West Michigan meetup, he actually lives not far away from here and could totally come and join that.
He's not invited.
Yeah, other than that obvious fact.
The only thing he's
He's-
invited to is a knuckle sandwich party,
yeah,
frankly.
He's up in the Travers area these days.
He can stay there.
I don't understand how the skin is based or inspired by a baby seal, Timber, but if you say so.
You gotta do the seal
I
noise.
don't see the big blood
That
mark on
works.
its head. That's
Arf,
that was-
arf.
To me, it looks like a
Yes, yes.
dragonfly or something. Like you got
Yeah,
the
a little bit.
I mean, so you
Oh,
can-
I can't do it. My voice is fucked up. I want to do it so bad. Someone's got to do a seal sound. Like, come on.
see
Little
like the
seal, okay.
the BDI. This is like a dragonfly or like just a fly, and then you got the little face, and then this
if
is a
the front of
fly.
it was
This is
all
a fly.
red, I would buy it. Yeah, but yeah, I could get it.
yeah, this is a fly to me. Like a mantis or something without the arms, an armless mantis. The wing bits, yeah, the wing bits down here. Google seal.
Seal or baby seal?
I mean, I've seen seals. I don't know. I mean, I'll give it to you. I don't see it myself. If I saw it, I'd be like, what do you think the skin's based
You
on?
want the
The
skin
seal
texture?
would not be.
So yes, we agree.
Seal
You are
would
right.
not be
Hold
something I would
on.
choose.
I'll show you. Timber, the graphic artist. Timber, we're graphic artists. We have to make graphics for them. That's how we do it. So
I think baby seal
Here's-
tastes good. They didn't kill him for
Probably
the
not.
food meat, did they? They killed him for the skin, didn't they? Never mind. I don't think they do that anymore, do they? I hope not.
oh my god, this is the worst. But here it is, in all its glory, the seal
Here's what.
in Eve Chamber. I don't know why the tail didn't go all the way on, but
Mm,
you can if you look
I mean,
look at it, you
shape
can
wise, sure, but
Nope,
yes,
I'm not
that's
buying it.
but I feel like if you took a fly and removed like the legs and the wings, same.
yeah.
But
yeah,
the
no, if you
eyes are
put-
there. The eyes are on this one. It looks and the
I don't think
colors.
seals wear glasses. I mean, come on.
It's. I feel like it looks like a bug to me more than it does.
It
Like,
makes
I-
those things wearing glasses.
I don't know if you guys have ever
I-
seen those YouTube videos of like the Apollo, the gray parrot thing. It's like it's a bug. Like that's a bug.
Hey, did you add that to the soundboard on here, dude?
It's on my soundboard for my server now.
Um,
Oh, that was
yeah,
good.
my nitro is gone, so I can't use any of the cesspool sounds, which is very good for you because
Amber,
have a
I'm
lot
thinking
of
he did do
fun
that quite
ones.
often. I could
do what?
hold the wings and legs
Oh.
off fucking bugs.
Bro's a psychopath. Watch
He's
out.
like serious, and he's like melting them with a fucking magnifying glass.
He's just look at him. He's just looking at the Revenant right now,
He's
like
just, look at he's like giggling.
that looks like what happens after I take the flies and the legs off, or the wings and the legs off
I
the
don't pull
flies.
things. I'm just saying you don't have to pull them off. I'm just
I
saying
didn't
if
see
you
that.
if you
I
crop
don't pull
them
the
out,
wings off
if you crop out the wings
do that with a
and the
knife?
legs.
With a
Fart
little
noises,
Jackie
dude.
knife?
What are we, 6?
Dirty.
Fart noises. I love
I
this
got my
place.
soundboard turned off.
You shouldn't.
No, I have to.
Hey. Don't
Okay,
play the
you
Among
use-
Us song unless we're playing Among Us, okay? What's this one?
What's this? What?
You're just hitting all the soundboards.
No, I
It's
was
not
just, it said this one says Drayden Turney, and I don't know why it's Drayden Turney. Like it's just some sort of music.
I
Doesn't make
don't.
any sense.
I don't know what it's from either.
Was Aquila who made this? Was he CSM or did he run CSM?
No.
Didn't get it.
I don't think so. Please stop.
Oh, you bypassed the soundboard too, you little bastard. Lucky I'm not playing.
How are you? Fine, thank you.
I'm docked now, so like you can't trick me. But I'm not
pretty
going to
sure
docked
that-
much longer.
Yeah, scroll down and you go get down to the charity cup they're talking about in Community Beat. Isn't that you exploding right there, Drayden, in your second match when you died?
I didn't fly in either match. Maybe that's why we didn't make it.
Maybe that's why you didn't make it. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Ooh.
No, I was watching all everyone else. I don't think it was error on piloting. I think it was just the comps we brought were not suited to go against the comps that they brought. So I think it was just we put
You
bands
outsmarted
up, they put
yourselves.
bands up. We thought that based on their bands they were going to bring X, and so we brought Y,
brought-
which
they
counters
brought
X,
Z.
and they brought Z, which counters Y, and we got fucked. And I think that just happened twice. So
I like
well,
the
in
fact
the,
they're
in the
pointing out the
second
lazy
match,
piglets,
in the
though.
second match, I think that our comp would have been fine, but we brought a hyena, they brought a carries, and
Oh,
that the
oh.
carries damps are like there's a reason. Like, I can't talk about the strategy behind why the picks
Yeah,
were
you can,
made.
you're not in it anymore.
Yeah, but still, it's like the strategy on picks and stuff that could carry over to other stuff. But like, so I'm not gonna talk about the strategy of why a hyena was brought instead of a carries or a mollusk, but the damps in this tournament are so strong. I mean, hyenas
They've
and
made her break. They've made her
hyenas
break.
and
yeah.
kitsunes are brats, so like they're still strong as well in their own right. But damps are so fucking strong in this tournament because of how few ships there are and how limited certain wars are. And just carries is probably one of the strongest ships in the tournament. And so we
Curious to
brought
see if we
ships
see a
that
lot of
needed to
them banned
walk
tomorrow.
at distance, and because we had a projection comp and they brought carries, and so we couldn't project any damage and they just killed us. So it was basically just the comps that we had versus the comps they had, like we just were out comped.
Well, the second
based on
second
picks.
comp you had would have been successful had you not all died.
So I mean, like maybe if we brought carries of our own and like want to damp war and damp their carry, that's the funny thing too, is like if both sides bring a carries or a mollusk, they basically their job is to basically damp each other to like if we damp their carries can't damp us, and so like that's basically all you're doing, and then the other carries is like just trying to get close enough to damp something, but
But if you're not going to take carries in your own comp, why wouldn't you ban it? You know, what I mean, to me that seems like automatic.
well,
If
because
you're not going to use it yourself.
I can't talk about the ban strategy, but like we banned what we banned for whatever reason it was, but
Well, you can talk about it because I guarantee they're not going to use that strategy again because it didn't work.
Yeah, like I said, as far as like with what we brought, I think the piloting by the people that were on the field was fine. It's just we didn't our comp just didn't really match up. So
Because that's hit points. That's all it boiled down to.
But I mean, yeah, I'm still gonna be excited to watch it tomorrow. It's
It's been fun. I really like this style of tournament. This comp, the way
It's
they built the
interesting.
tournament. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
different.
I mean, I
And it's,
like that the Alliance tournament has the format that it does, but it's kind of neat that this is a little bit different. It's
yeah, that's what I like about it. It's something different, right?
you
It's-
definitely
it's
don't get
kind of the
boring
same, but it's
matches.
different. Yeah.
I think there's only been of the entire the entire 2 days there was like what 40 matches or something like that or more. And I
56.
think there was one match that was a little slow, but even at the end, like there was still shit that died towards the end, but like the first like 5 minutes was pretty damn slow. And I think so it's like there's no
But none of them went to tiebreaker, right?
you don't get
None of
these
them
like
went to tie?
wet noodle fights where it's just like nobody fucking dies for like 10 minutes and then it goes to reverse tie dye and like a frigate dies and that team wins type of thing. So
But I believe Dirk said that no, they didn't go to. None of them went to the time.
I don't think anything
one
went to
match
overtime.
went
Well,
to
I think a couple matches went to time, but points there was a victory on points at that point. So there was no overtime.
But that's a match. Yeah,
on
no
any
overtime
matches,
on
yeah.
the first day. So there's gonna be 60 matches over this next weekend. So it's
Hmm.
32 tomorrow, and then
Yeah, because this
20,
is groups.
whatever, 28 on Sunday.
Yeah, the last one 2 weeks ago was feeders. This is groups, and then I think it skips another week, and so I think it's every other week, but could be wrong.
I'm not happy about the them talking about the lazy piglets. Let's not give Tuskers any more fucking media than
Yeah,
they need.
that's the one thing with a lot of the names. It's like I don't know who these teams. It's like Lazy Piglet. I mean, I guess that makes a little more sense that that's Tuskers, but then you see other ones like Premature Evacuation. That's Baz's team. I don't know if it's all of the Hidden Leaf guys, but it's like that's basically them, or at least some of them. And then you get some other ones where it's like, oh, that's like White Squall. It's like, okay, like why are I get it? It's not the Alliance tournament, and some people like to make jokey names, but it's like I don't know. Based on the names, like I don't know who these teams are. If
Yeah,
it's
like tell us who you actually fucking are, please.
yeah, it's like if it's half of Hydra, I would like to know that it's the Hydra team instead
I
of
like Odin's Call Me Maybe.
yeah, I mean, there's some of those are like, yeah, that's obviously Odin's Call, and then you get some other ones that are, former Relv Desidents, that's Goons.
Yeah, and of course we drew the Tuskers tomorrow. We played on
Oh,
Thursday.
fun, yeah.
So you get eliminated tomorrow.
Good
Cool.
luck with that.
Probably not. Well, who knows? They're gonna try at least.
I'm gonna
Oh,
bail
good thing this is a
out,
public one. Man, almost OPSEC this. This is the public. This is fine. We can show this one.
I'm gonna actually head off for the night,
No, you're
guys.
not.
You
Thought we were doing
okay.
Among Us.
No, you're not going anywhere, buddy. You gotta stick. You gotta stick around because we love you so much.
Now I can't leave. Good damn it.
Yeah, no, you can't leave. 'Cause we love you. You have to stick around. You're
Ridiculous.
the anchor of the show. I don't understand what you think is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna leave and then the show's just gonna shut off. And
Okay,
then
but
all
I'm
these
gonna
people
I'm
are just
well
lost in
then
the
you're
woods.
about to watch me live on stream eat 3 gummies. One moment.
Mm.
damn,
good ones?
he's gonna go to the Netherworld
Well, yeah, I
Oh,
was
or
So,
the Nether
the
Realm. What is
friends-
it?
so
Oh,
because of the
God.
sad thing I had to deal with today. A friend of mine stopped by
Yeah.
and dropped off a whole goodie bag, which included some cat toys, which Torch has been going crazy with, and some snacks, and it also included some adult snacks, which of course I already had some, but
Yeah.
I haven't tried. So what should I try the straw nana smoothie, which is a hybrid, or the red raz haze, which is
Red
a
Raz
sativa?
Haze.
Sativa, yeah.
Yeah.
Red Raz Haze.
I don't know how you do it. I mean, I don't really do the weed pots very much, but
I don't know how
Like
he does it either.
so at
like
this
I took like a one 10 milligram. It was an indica, but 1 10 milligram gummy, and I was fucking in outer space. Like I was not going anywhere
because
for a long time.
this
I was like, that's too
packaging
much.
this packaging is the same like crinkly kind of plastic as like cat treats come in. Torch is screaming at me, going crazy right now because he's like, "Ooh, treat for me." I'm like, "No, treat for daddy."
You
get
give
him
me
one.
catnip?
Well, one of the toys he's been going crazy with is like the hard like dried ball of catnip, which
Hey, Miller.
here I'm
Oh shit! I
I'm
gotta
actually-
give that giveaway. Hey, and also now that Millen's here, everyone on the giveaway's here.
Oh my god.
Oh, perfect
Millen
timing.
King,
Nice
you
job,
must be in
Millen.
the
So-
Drag Me channel.
just you little
Kept using
fucker.
the public.
I felt your
Yeah, Millen,
Oh, there.
that giveaway we did at the end of the stream last week, I never closed it, so it's still going. Don't worry, you're
It should
entered
be
still.
400 million this week, right?
No. I actually I should have asked
wow.
Alex before, like, hey, I'm just gonna volunteer your money up here in a second. But
6 days to
He
wait.
did tell me to give it away.
Oh my god. Okay, Redline,
the
do you
button.
ever struggle with some of these like fucking child-proof like
Yes, it
packaging
is.
things for the dummies?
Yeah,
After I've eaten 3 gummies.
Timber, if
No,
you want in on
because
this exclamation
I'm
point, take it really
an
quick.
Man,
200 millionist giveaway.
Use your teeth.
as a non-child, I do not struggle with child-proofed things.
Well, I did just now, and I, yeah.
Good
You're
job,
gonna eat
Timber.
Alright,
three
there we
go.
gummies at
Really
11
good.
o'clock?
What?
What are they, like
Dominarch
2
won.
milligrams?
Actually, I didn't look.
Rigged.
Dominarch.
Dominarch
We're just
wins.
gonna
Dominarch.
waste them.
All right, so do it again. Oh, no, start a new one.
Jeez.
And I'll double it. So I've,
Double it and give it to
Mine-
the next person.
I,
Oh, you
I've
want
got like.
do well?
10
Everyone's here.
bags
You
of
want me to
these
just draw another winner? It'll
but
basically
still.
minus you.
Make me sleep real good.
Red
oh,
line
wait a
wins.
minute. Okay, yeah.
Rigged.
Double it and give it to the next person.
Double it and give it to the next
Yes.
person.
So that's 600 million. So yeah.
Alex.
There we
But he was.
go.
He
Yeah, I'll
was the
give you it
original.
all. I'll give my 200. I'll give you.
Dude, I swear I
Okay.
did not set this to
Oh, that's 800.
cast only.
Now we're up to 800.
There's literally only 6
No,
people
no,
playing,
no,
and
no,
there's
no,
5
no.
of them.
Kale wins.
Say double it and give it to the
Kale,
next person.
Kale wins 800 million S for
Kale.
Redline.
I'm
Kale.
sorry?
Give
Pardon?
you IG.
Yep.
You said double it
Yep,
again.
all
It
from
was
Redline.
200 million,
Yep.
but then we doubled it for Dom. Dom said double it, and then you won. You
4,
said double
6,
it.
then 8.
So you've doubled the double. So 800 million is from
I'll
Redline
cover
to
400 of it.
Yeah, but then Alex doubled it, so now it's 1.6 billion from Alex.
Nope.
Are we doubling it? Yeah. Okay.
I'll give him some money.
Just give me my money, dude. Just give me my fucking money,
Oh, you
man.
did
Just
win.
give me my fucking money. No, just give me my fucking money.
Hey, do you have the
No,
IG? Is it? What is that? What it is? The exclamation IG thing?
IGN.
We have it on the channel, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm texting Kale to do it so we can.
All right, I am Lamau. I'm buying 10
GM.
Thrasher fleet issues. Will
You
some of
said
you
your money. You got
start?
to give some of your money to Alex. Or Alex.
Will
to
some
Kale.
of you start from Jita tomorrow so you can fly these ships to?
I've got an
Thera?
hour.
I'm gonna start. I always start from Jita.
Okay.
I'm
I-
down to like
Thrasher
meet up
area.
in Thera, but I usually start in Jita.
Well, I'm just trying to get these ships out of Jita without flying them all myself.
Oh
but it
shit!
looks
I
like
got
that's
Well,
what
Twix
you're
I
doing.
didn't eat. Oh.
Hey, Redline, if you need stuff moved out of Jita, I don't know, let your friend that has hauling mills do it and just, ask for help.
Hey, can you move 10 Thrasher fleet issues and fits to Thera
Yeah,
for
well,
me?
just let me know what the packaged M3 is for everything. And then, I'll let you know what tunes to contract stuff to.
Connecting.
This is 1100 M3
Oh, it'll fit in a blockade runner. That's
and
easy mode.
515,000. No, I don't know how much the ships are. I can't tell. Okay, it looks like my total inventory is 515,
It's like package
and the ships
destroyers.
are 50,000.
That's
10 of them.
that's
He's fucking destroyer rich, man.
that's
This
fit.
guy
That's
throwing
fit
around his
though. Did
money.
you fit them already?
No,
Oh, if
I'm
they're
not moving up
packaged,
to-
Shouldn't be that.
destroyers are like
Wait,
aren't destroyers like 10 or 20,000 packaged? Because
I
frigates
don't
are like
know. I hear you.
5,000.
way smaller than that. Yeah,
I feel like
not
destroyers are like 10,000 packaged. I want to say.
here, let's just make it easy. That's what I have. It says
I'm in
50,000.
Thera. I'm in Thera in a. Is this a Saber?
Yeah,
Or this is a Thrasher
Thrasher-
fleet.
Thrasher fleet issue is 5,000 M3 package.
Okay,
So 50,000 for 10 of them.
Yeah.
And then
that should fit in one.
like
space
1,100,
transport.
1,200 cargo for fits.
That
Easy.
does seem large, though.
Well, it's a fleet issue, Thrasher. I mean, no.
I think it's the
All right,
all
how much
destroyers
money
are
do I have to
fine.
give this guy? I said I would do it. How much money does he get?
Oh, I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
give some.
send.
We
I'm
can all
sending him
split it.
600. 600,
send-
600, right?
Oh yeah,
Am
we
I
actually
sending
doubling.
600?
I was just gonna give him. If we all give him like a few hundred million, it should work.
I said double it.
Fuck it. I'm gonna just put a 1 in front of 9 zeros and call it a day.
Damn. All right. Well, 200 million turned
Damn,
into
okay.
like $1.5 billion. There you go, Kale.
I now have
But what's 200?
6.1.
That's
I have
my bad.
6.1 billion ISK to my name. I've bought 10 ships to feed, and I give this man a billion ISK. I'm a philanthropist.
Hey, if you
That
want to
makes me
fucking ride you,
That makes
You should
hey
super rich.
hey hey come on, that was a long time ago.
Still happened.
I made that ISK last for a long time. Like a long time. Oh, I should go to
Did
4-H.
not.
I did so. I made it last for like
Fucking
2
you
years.
gambled
What
that
is
shit
this
away.
camera overview?
What?
The fuck?
What? I didn't gamble it away.
Why is Discord
for watching the stream,
overviewing
Cal.
cameras on my
Thanks for being
game?
here.
Get out of here, cameras. How do I get the overview off?
What game are you
Oh, it's
playing?
the new overlay, bro. Don't
Eve.
you like it?
I don't like it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Discord, I have a separate pop-out window of cameras. Why is it overlaying the cameras on my game? Get out of here, game. Like, I'm just gonna turn the overlay completely off.
And it's coming from Twitch? Or
No,
from
Discord.
Discord. Okay.
It's the new Discord overlay thing. It's weird. But you don't have to use it. Ooh, a Makubal. Is a Makubal Destroyer? No.
Is
It's
it Makubal? The Makubal, is that how you say it?
It is a destroyer.
yeah,
Makubal.
it's
Holiday
Destroyers,
Hoobie, what
the
is-
Angel Cartel one.
I turned it
Pickleball.
off, and a thing popped up saying, "If you have a moment, please let us know why you're disabling overlay so we can make it a better experience."
Tell them we hated it.
I want it to not exist. Thank you.
I'm gonna select. I don't like the changes. I don't
How
want
do you
it.
do it? Tampa wants to know where you're at to find that.
Settings.
Setting, like just Discord settings, and then you scroll down close to the bottom. There's like activity settings. There's like activity privacy, register games, and there's game overlay. The downside is I remember I already turned this off for another game I was playing, so it's like it's on.
I think you have to turn it off for every game.
Oh, you can just enable overlay.
Absolutely.
I can just turn off the overlay
You don't have
completely.
to turn it off for every game. We could
Yeah.
also do stabbers, you know?
You can specifically turn it off per game. If
Oh,
we're
no,
gonna do
that's good.
cruisers, that's my jam. I don't know if I want
I
to
know.
stabber.
See, and that's the thing, is like, the stabbers are super good. Especially like a fleet issue stabber. Or you probably fly a vagabond. No, LB's the vagabond guy. I really like
Vagabonds are cool.
vagabonds.
Oh,
Yeah, they're super
they're-
cool.
I
they used
like
to be way better.
Cruisers in general.
Jagabond. Jagabond! Oh, the
Remember the
Icky's
days
really
of the
cool
what? The
ship
extra
too.
large shield booster vagabonds.
Mm-hmm. That's what I have as an XLASP vagabond.
Doesn't have much tank when that thing runs out of charges, but each cycle is like 2/3 of your shields back in like one cycle.
Yeah, 50,000 HP, bro. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
you gotta do that for about what 6 cycles, and then your charges run out, and then you die in about 5 seconds
9?
if you're not.
Frankly, 9.
Although you have
I'm
you have
using
a
400s.
you have an ADC, so that helps
I
you
do
on the
in
reload.
fact.
Well, back
But I
I
have
have never used with
I have
ADC.
2 nanos, which makes everything worse.
Yeah, but it gives you enough time if you're getting your ass kicked to get away. Hopefully, that's.
No, there's no getting
Really?
away. It's
No, I
only
always get
getting in.
What's
No,
going
if
on,
you're
Ray?
flying, if you're flying a solo autocannon
Yo.
vagabond, dude, you're getting
Go
in
fly
and you're
solo.
not getting out.
Rain. 31 days until we're all in Iceland together. Well, almost all of us.
Yeah,
Red
not
Red
included.
Line cheap tickets for flying the same flight I'm taking with Iceland Air out of Detroit are cheaper right now than they were when I booked by a little bit. There's still seats on the plane.
Literally have no PTO. Like I cannot go anywhere at
So
all.
work remote.
I can't. I can't work remote from
Just quit.
Iceland. I'm also not going to do that.
I wouldn't either, but I mean, it's an option.
Pick
It's not a good
anything else.
option.
Not an option.
It's not a good
It's-
option, but it's an option.
It's not an option at all.
Technically, you could quit. Nothing can stop you from doing that.
Cannot.
It's
I
an
would
option.
be-
It's just not a good
I
option.
would be immediately divorced and murdered. Not
That order?
necessarily in that order.
No, Mrs. Redline would understand.
Oh no, you know what?
Trust.
I think she
Trust.
would murder him.
I trust.
I said talk to you with her. She's super cool, right? She'd murder him. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, you're not
instant
wrong.
Your wife is very cool.
She's
I
cool.
think that you should come out to Vegas some year with Mrs. Redline.
she does not want to go to Vegas at all.
We
You
should
should
do
come with her to NOLA some year.
Fargo meetup.
How about
February 10th.
I bring
Fargo.
her to Eve Midwest?
Deal.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up Chat GPT.
What if
Nope, I'm just gonna Google it. What is the best?
what if I brought a
Midwest
ham
city
bellicose?
to host a meetup for a bunch of really nice people.
Why am I?
Great timing for your mic to cut out.
Yeah, I'm in there. I was like, why does the market
Pardon?
suck here? It's there.
My mic didn't
Aficionados.
cut out. I
There
don't
you
know what
go.
you
I
mean.
know, I'm biggest.
Damn, in 2021, someone created a meetup Discord for all of North America. I wonder if that got anywhere.
There used to be a great website that somebody, I don't know who made it, I should give them credit.
Evemeet.
Evemeet. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good.
You know
no
what?
longer- Yeah.
So there should simply be a Discord server called Evemeet that has invites to all of the different Evemeets, follows the announcement channels of all the different Evemeet Discords, and all of that stuff, just like a centralized location. It would be so sick. I don't want to do it, but someone could do it. It'd be great.
That's what
I was-
Drayden should do.
I don't know how to do any kind of like API
I just
bullshit.
don't know. I just don't know how you
You're a
get
technical
everyone
expert in
else.
this show.
Okay, so like of the people in the channel, I am the best person to do it, but I do not want to.
When the world needed him the most, he said,
Said no.
Rain
He said
says
no.
there's a Discord like that already.
What's the name of it?
Oh.
If I don't know about it, it doesn't exist.
Pictures, yeah. Picture didn't happen.
Midwest cities.
Well, there was Evemeet, and then we wanted to make Evemeet.
With an A?
With an A, the dating service, the dating app for Eve nerds.
You know what?
So-
Let's do Madison, Wisconsin. Fuck it.
Speaking of that, I don't know
On
if
May
like
10th.
some shit got on my phone. I was looking at my phone today. And
I will be at the Madison meetup, even though it's the weekend right after
Oh, never
getting
mind.
back
I
from
know, that's why a lot
FanFest.
of people probably won't come.
there was,
Yeah, I will be there for it. I've already made arrangements, which I meant to give you one of these coasters when you were here, but I still
I
have
think you tried to.
no. I never brought them with me. I
Oh,
forgot
okay.
to.
You tried to give me something I think I left behind.
But yeah,
I give you a shot,
invisible coasters. Nice.
yes.
Okay, I did. I found one. I
No.
was like, shit, did I not?
FanFest 2023 coasters.
Hmm.
I also got a couple of boss ones.
Yeah.
And there's another one in here somewhere. There it is. Where
We
are
could
these
do the
fuckers?
lake.
So if you're not able to go to FanFest and you still like to see some Eve nerds, May 10th.
I need to get
in
hold of
Madison,
a-
Wisconsin.
Pizza
Screen.
delivery.
Oh, pizza. Is pizza still a thing? That was an
Oh.
old mess.
I think they.
I
kinda
need
went
to
away
get a
from
hold
it.
of this screen printing place and find out how long it takes them to do that. Because I was thinking about making
This-
some
this
Eve
Discord
Online
is not
logoed
the
like
kind-
beanies. I was gonna get some beanies to bring to Iceland so people have some warm hats.
Well, you probably don't have enough time to do it now.
I don't think screen
Waiting-
printing
waiting
takes
till
long.
20 some day, 20
Embroidery
days
takes a
before.
long time, but screen printing I
This
think is pretty
this
quick.
Discord is not the same. I mean, it's kind of like what I was talking about,
What?
but not exactly.
When I linked?
Rain posted the Discord that she was talking about that said it was like
Where did
this,
she post it?
or like the one we were talking
That's
about.
a-
It's
that's
the
an
Intergalactic
event,
Party
right?
Planners.
Oh, that's a Madison meetup.
She pinged us.
I already had that one.
Yeah, I don't have it.
The
but
Madison
we
meetup
can,
is going to be
we can find
fun.
it for you.
So Dom, when I saw the address for where the Madison meetup is at, it's at this arcade. I was like, that address looks really familiar.
What
And I
is
was
it?
thinking back to my time when I lived in Madison, and I realized it's at the same spot where the gay club in Madison that closed down is. It's in the same building, and I spent many nights there underage
Okay.
and very intoxicated.
You know what? I will go to that meetup on May 10th.
Wait, cool. I like.
Oh,
Kagden's going. Far from puking. From my corpse going. A couple other corp members are going.
I'll
The
be
guy-
there,
The
and
guy I
I'm
used to do Clue Space Nerds podcast
Will
is
you
going.
will you drive me there, Skyhawk? Can I ride with you? Or are you flying?
I'm driving, but I'm crashing on a friend's couch.
In Madison?
So my friend Kale, who we've played Vanguard with, he lives in Madison. So
Now,
whenever
are
I,
you
whenever
crashing
I,
on his couch?
he's just a friend.
Okay, so can
No, see,
I
if I
crash in
meet
his
him, he's not
bed?
going to punch me in the face for being bad at Vanguard, is he?
Who's gonna punch you in the face? Dude?
Wait, well, Akrath and
Wait.
I were playing Vanguard with Kale.
It was one of the nights when we had, it was one of the
Yeah.
nights when we
That's
had like
his
6 of
username.
us playing Vanguard. It's
Mm.
it's Well, it's
We
his
were
user.
really, really bad.
It's
and
his
he was pretty good
username,
at it.
and like, because he's not shy about this at all, which is why I will say this. It's his character name and also his IRL name. He is
Nice.
not shy about his IRL name at all. He's made this very easy.
Sorry. Ooh.
Well,
What happened?
I would love to go down south and visit the Gulf of America personally, but that's just me.
Get the fuck out. Get the
Billy-
fuck out
Billy
right
said
now.
you're not coming
No,
May 10th?
no. I will fucking fight you. No.
Well, it is the Americas.
How far
Doesn't
You're the
really
only
matter.
person here I can come over and slap. God damn it.
But you won't. You won't come over and slap me because
Yes,
I
he
was
didn't try to
begging
name it the
I'm
Gulf of the
drinking.
United
because
States.
if you
of
come
America.
over and slap with me, that means you're coming over to hang out with me too, and I would accept the slap for the hangout worth.
And it'd be well worth the joint in the garage or 3.
Over 30.
Over the course of 6 hours or so.
6 minutes? The fuck?
Yeah, like what?
30 joints in 6
Ah,
minutes? I
we-
want to see it.
We'll wrap 15 of those motherfuckers together and smoke them all at once. So it's just
Okay, then you can probably do that. Yeah.
we're dead.
Dip them in PCP. Be
I
set.
do want to come down and I even though I have a fear and anxiety of kayaks, I would like to attempt to confront that fear with you this summer
Okay, I'm done.
on the pond that is near your home.
The
What, like
pond,
bit
kill
you or
your.
something? I mean, I'm usually pretty tolerant of people's fears, but this one doesn't seem right. What?
It's a
So,
6-foot.
oh no, I'm being slightly facetious, but
He's calling the lake next to my house the pond.
it's because it's I'm sorry, it's I
a
can
lake.
see the other
How
I can
deep
see
is it?
the other shore.
Oh my god! If you can't see
I
the
can
other shore,
see the
that's an
whole
ocean.
circumference.
It's an
It has to be
ocean. It's
deeper
So
not
than
a
Lake
eight
lake.
foot.
Michigan's an
It's-
ocean? Oh, cool. I didn't know Lake Michigan was an ocean. That's cool.
It might as well be.
Well, it could be technically called a sea.
Yeah, sea,
An
yeah.
in,
Oh,
an
seas
inland
tend to be
sea.
seas tend to be salt though, so
Well, no, seas
And
are
connected
different
to
because
the
you can also
ocean.
have
We're triggering
you can also have the
Drayden
Aral
now.
Sea.
I guess there's the Caspian Sea. That's not
Um,
really
I think
connected
somebody
to
needs
the
to ask a
ocean
science
either.
question about this.
Technically
no.
a large the Caspian Sea is technically a large lake if you think about it.
Yeah, it's called the
No,
Caspian
it's
Sea, but
sea.
you
It's in the
could technically
name.
classify it as a lake. A sea is usually a saltwater body that is connected to the ocean, not specifically
So-
just by a
Although if you
river
do-
though, but by an
Trivia
actual
question.
inlet.
Yeah, then Lake Bullock they call. Yeah.
Trivia question. In all actuality, how many Great Lakes are there in North America?
5.
5.
Incorrect.
Are you counting?
But what's
well,
the what's the
Hudson
number
Bay
after
is
the
not a
5?
lake. Are you talking about, like?
What's number 6?
Technically,
Salt Lake.
no. Technically, the number is 4. The reason for that is
Ontario's not one.
Nope. Hydrologically, Michigan and Huron are one lake connected through the Straits of Mackinac, not the Straits of Mackinac. Don't fucking try me.
It's definitely Mackinac.
Mackinac.
But it's the same
see,
elevation.
You talk shit, and then people say Mackinac to you.
I know.
The Mackinac Bridge, right?
But I
It's
mean,
karmatic.
you could have different lakes separated by. I mean,
So
I guess-
it's
You know why you're wrong, Skyhawk?
essentially
on.
the lake just gets skinny at one part of it, but it's still like multiple miles across, and then widens back out into the Huron part of the basin.
You know why you're wrong?
No,
'Cause a
because I'm
human-
right.
Who are masters of this world, cut that fucker in half and said, nope, these are 2 lakes.
So
Bam, done.
like from essentially the 5 names for the lakes comes mostly from like historical tradition and before we really understood like what the geography of the area was, but like scientists look at them and consider them more as 4 lakes.
Oh
rather
shit!
than
So is
5.
this like Pluto losing planet status? And
Seems like it, yeah. Fucking
yeah,
Neil
but if you
deGrasse
look at
Tyson
the
fucking shit up.
separation at the Mackinac area, like that is such a small gap that I would not consider this the same lake.
You would.
But-
you
Well,
would
but the-
think
but the
that,
thing is,
but it's
if-
almost as wide as a small city.
Yeah, like if so, say for example, Drayden, the lake levels were way lower, and they were connected by essentially what would be a stream or like a waterfall. Hydrologically, then science would consider them to be separate lakes, but because they share the same elevation and there's water flow between the two, both directions, depending on the height of the what part of the water column you're at, they're considered the same lake.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess if they're in different lakes, then that little that offshoot off the northeastern side of Lake Huron, whatever that is, that big bay, that
Now,
would be
I
a
just wanna
separate lake.
clarify.
Technically, also Lake Michigan, the northwest side, that little stretch that's like got some islands, but it's mostly like isolated. That could be, oh, that's Green Bay. Green Bay could probably be
Yeah.
considered its own lake. So I get it, I guess, but
Yeah,
So, like, all
the Great
three
Salt
of
Lake,
these,
that says great in it.
all three of these bodies of water are connected, though. Lake Huron, Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, they're all
yeah, but
connected.
they're the superior, like
Well,
what he's
but
saying is
so-
like they're connected by streams. If you lowered the water level not that much, they would be completely dry in between. Whereas Michigan and Huron, if you drop the water level a significant amount, they're still connected because that connection is like really deep. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
over
the
there
Straits,
under
the
the
Straits
Mackinac
of
Bridge.
Mackinac are pretty deep.
yeah,
Let's see how deep they are, huh?
yeah.
I mean, deep enough where we still have issues with There was a bunch of drama a couple years ago because there's a major oil pipeline that connects. Actually, literally, it comes from Canada into the Upper Peninsula,
295 feet.
into the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, goes through the Straits of Mackinac, through the Lower Peninsula down towards the Detroit area, and then crosses back into Canada. It's literally Canada just takes a shortcut through Michigan, basically. But a
Mhm.
couple years ago, there was drama because some anchors had hit that oil pipeline, and there was concerns about it leaking.
Didn't pay their rent, did they?
Yuck. So the maximum depth of the Straits of Mackinac, 295 feet.
That
And
is
the
deep.
thing
Most
is
lakes are
three and a
not
half-
anywhere near that
it's
deep.
3.5 miles wide. So like that's
Yeah.
why. The
Then you got
connection-
Lake Baikal, which puts that to shame.
We're talking about
Baikal
Well,
is
and
like
this-
so
and
deep
thi-
that it's
And this and when it comes to like the depths of the Great Lakes, the depth there at the Straits of Mackinac is far from the deepest. The deepest is up in Lake Superior, because Lake Superior
1600
essentially
or something.
it's just around, it's 1700, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's because Lake Superior occupies a rift valley where
1330
essentially North America, like hundreds of millions of years ago, tried to start rifting apart and failed. And you can actually, geologists can trace this rift literally all the way from the Great Lakes region and in Lake Superior down to Kansas.
Yeah.
It goes underground for the most part in the like southwest extremes of it, but you can see it at the surface up in the UP, which is why there's a lot of like dormant and super ancient volcanoes up there.
Yeah, I've looked at like some of the depths of in North America or in the United States. Obviously, Baikal is the
Where-
deepest lake because it's a fairly decent sized lake, but because it's so deep, I think it's something like isn't like 60-something% of the entire world's surface fresh water is in that one lake in Russia or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's only like it's like 8 or 9 miles long and like a few miles wide, but it's like most of the lake is like almost a mile deep or something like that. And so there's so much water in it that it's actually like the majority of the surface fresh water is there. But
Yeah, 5,387 feet.
yeah,
deep.
it's massive.
Some other
Uh,
numbers
would
for
die
you.
if you swing
is-
that far down.
You would die if you got even like
well
way
before
up,
that.
Yeah.
So Lake Baikal has about 22 to 23% of the world's surface fresh
Oh, I
water.
thought it was more than that. Okay, that's still a
No,
lot though.
and it has more than all of the North American Great Lakes combined.
Yeah.
Great Lakes, I want to say, come out to like a little over 10%.
Yeah, even
Maybe
though
it
the
is
lake
almost
itself,
20.
surface area wise, is like less than a quarter of Ontario's surface area.
Ooh,
What's-
I wonder what's at the bottom of Lake Baikal.
What's interesting though,
rocks.
so
Kraken.
Lake Baikal is also the world's oldest lake. It's about 25 to 30 million years old. Whereas
That's not possible.
when you
There's only been here like 8,000 years.
when you look at the
Bible tells me
The-
8,000 years.
well, I burned the Bible.
You've never burned a Bible.
Actually, I've burned pages of it.
Okay, but not a whole Bible.
I remember
Carry on.
I would.
back when I used to
Anyway,
smoke, I didn't have
so-
paper,
so-
so I
so
used
by-
a piece of a Bible page to make a cigarette.
Baikal is
Smoked it.
I've used a Bible page to roll a joint inside of, and I don't recommend it because that shit was harsh.
Guess what? Ink doesn't taste good. Neither
Yeah,
does
no, it
yeah.
doesn't taste good. It tastes like ink and old stories.
Yeah, it was
Well, it's
bad.
also onion
I was
paper,
done.
which is chemically treated a different way. Not exactly
Yeah.
What are
pleasant
you
to deal with.
talking about? Onion paste?
So
What?
but
Call it
so
onion paper.
by comparison though, so Lake Baikal, 25 to 30 million years old, the Great Lakes in their current form are actually like essentially daughter lakes of older lakes that existed about 10,000 years ago when the glaciers were receding and melting. And actually like here in Michigan, the land is still undergoing that isostatic rebound, it's called, where because of the pressure that was on the land even thousands of years ago from the the glaciers, the land is still decompressing and like rising back up, which alters the geography over time for the shape of the lakes. And that's still a process that's happening. So like where I live currently, the ground is literally like still decompressing and rising up from that event 10,000 years ago.
Here we have a whole bunch of stuff from the old glacial lake, Lake Missoula, that was massive, and then the glacier dam broke and it just poured across the whole Northwest and everything. But
You sure can, Tamber. We probably won't be able to answer it, but you
Yeah.
can ask.
But yeah, so Superior, well, Crater Lake's the deepest lake in the U.S., and then you have
What
Superior,
are you
and then
doing?
Michigan, and then fourth is Lake Chelan, that's over in Washington. That's super deep, and then I forget what fifth is. I think fifth is Huron, and then sixth is Pend Oreille Lake, which is out here. I didn't realize that like until a while back. It was pretty deep, but they actually have like a little naval station there where they'll sometimes test submarine prototypes for like depth trials and shit.
You go into, so there's actually still a chunk of Lake Michigan that is segmented off on charts for the military to do like exercises and training in. And back during World War II, the giant Hilton Hotel in downtown Chicago was taken over by the DoD during the war, and that's where soldiers would stay. And then anyone that was learning how to land like a plane on an aircraft carrier or take off, they created makeshift aircraft carriers that were on the Great Lakes, kept them docked in
Paddle
Chicago.
wheel.
Yeah, and yeah, they took like old paddle wheel boats, and they basically reached for whatever large boats they could find that they could convert to have a flat, like large deck, like a carrier, and then pilots would learn how to land on them literally on Lake Michigan because it's it was nice and safe and protected far away from any of the fronts. But that's why there's still to this day like old World War II era planes at the bottom of Lake Michigan. Because obviously there were accidents.
It's a bunch of
There are
boats.
probably so many bodies down there too.
There's yeah, there's
You could dump
the
a body in
amount
Lake Michigan, no one would ever find it if you weigh it down.
Well, the oxygen level too, though, the evidence would keep around for a while. Like that's why a lot of
You'd
things
have to
don't really
find
decay
it
as good.
first.
I don't know if those lakes are deep enough, but there is a point of depth where the pressure will actually cause the calcium in the bones to basically disintegrate, and so like even the bones will just like go away. That's why like down at the bottom of the deep ocean, like the Titanic, there's no remains there because the bones have like the calcium in the bones have like dissolved into the water.
That's crazy.
From the pressure.
Really crazy, actually. Wow.
Well, the fish ate the bits, like the fleshy bits, but the bones would have been left there, but the bones have, from the pressure of the water, has dissolved.
When it comes to shipwreck and remains, like the one that I actually have the more morbid fascination with is the Arizona.
Yeah.
Because that does not have the depth. And also there's something like 500,000 gallons of oil inside of that vessel that are still leaking, and it's only going to deteriorate more. And ships of that type, like any warship, they don't have one or two just big tanks that hold all of their fuel. They've got tons and tons and tons of small ones because you want to keep that shit compartmentalized, which makes it next to impossible for them to prevent it from
CQ.
leaking out into the environment. So like that USS Arizona is both a wartime memorial and grave site and also a waiting just epic natural disaster.
Yep. Hence why you always check your radars.
Well, speaking of radars, there's something been on my radar lately, and this is probably going to be the last thing I'll say before I head out for the night.
You're not allowed to leave until after I leave.
Frankly,
got me to stay.
Skyhawk, I have a lot more willpower than you do, and I will simply just click the button and leave.
Honey, we haven't met.
I know you.
Apparently,
That'd be nice.
What do you mean?
I only stayed because I really, truly, in my heart of hearts, wanted to stay. Boo.
I know.
Your
I
will
know.
ain't
I
beating
understand.
mine. You ask my mama about me, the first thing she gonna tell you I'm a stubborn asshole.
Why would your mom say that to you?
Because it's true, and she's
You
speaks the
ask
truth.
my mom about me, you'll probably cough. Never mind. It's morbid.
What was your last point?
Love you, friend.
Oh, right. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but like I was cruising around the EVE Online, and I was just passing through some systems. I saw this mobile depot. It was advertising, like recruiting for this corp. But in the corp bio, they promised something that they cannot offer because you see, they promised unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks, and you can only get that at your local Olive Garden. Simple as
They were
that.
liars.
That was
Red
well done.
line-
I didn't see that coming actually.
Red line.
He's
I've got
back
something
on
to
his
say to you.
game.
Amazing.
Oh,
I've,
What do you have to say to me, Skybach?
You can go to bed now.
Thank goodness. He just left. He didn't say bye.
Damn. That
should've
was
said
good.
bye.
The last several times I've seen it coming, did not see that one coming. That was good.
Yeah, no, that's I'm trying to be better about it. You know, it seems to be working. But I'm excited. I bought 2 hypernets for a widow, lost both, ended up just buying a widow on the market anyways, so cheers for me spending twice as much
Oh, yeah,
money
so how
on a
much did it end up
widow.
costing you?
Like 3 mil. So the
Damn.
first one was 740 mil, the second one was 860. And then I paid like 1.2 for the actual ship. So
Oof.
what 2.8?
Oh,
For
Widow.
160 seems like a lot for a ticket.
Widow's
I mean,
the Black Ops one, right?
That's not.
Yeah, it was.
I
a
was
lot.
thinking
I
Gollum.
shouldn't have bought it.
Gollum's the other one.
Yeah, that's the Marauder. No, this is
Yeah.
the Black Ops, the Widow. Oh, what should I call her?
What's the
Heart
Widow get?
Breaker.
I mean, I'm assuming it gets some missile bonuses, but does it get it doesn't get jamming bonuses, does it?
You're asking if the Widow, the ECM battleship, gets jamming bonuses?
Oh. I don't know. Like I know the fucking Scorpion does. I guess yeah, the Widow's
Widow
yeah, the
What's
Widow's
going on in Madison on the 10th?
that's right. The
The
Widow's
Widow
like the
gets
Blackbird and
an ECM target jammer and burst jammer strength bonus per
Hmm.
level. And that's pretty much it.
so like
It also does have 4% bonus to shield resistances, and then it does have missile bonuses from the Caldari battleship levels for heavy missiles, cruise missiles, and torpedoes.
de-escalations. I don't know. I've never been a fan of ratting with missiles, but
Me neither. But now I have to buy a skin for the Widow, so what's it gonna be? This is the Ghost Bird.
Is there a Galnet one for that?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think so. I think there's one for the Rattlesnake. I don't think there's one for the Widow.
There's not. There's biosecurity responders.
That's always a good one. That's a nice cheap one that looks
Ex-
really cool. That's like my
exo-
go-to for any ship
ex-
that it's like, oh,
Exoplanet hunters.
those ones are okay, but yeah, any ship that I'm like, I don't want to spend a lot of ISK on a skin, and I don't have one for this ship. It's like biosecurity. It's like there's tons of them for every hull, and they're usually never more than like a few million, and they look really good.
The Empyrean Outlaw skin is so cool. Like, if I could find the person who made the Empyrean Outlaw skins, I would just kiss them so much.
You could go to FanFest and meet him.
Yeah, no one knows who
What?
it is though. It's like a Banksy, but for skins.
A Banksy for skins.
Yeah, they just show up, and people are like, oh man, better get these.
I think the Caldari Navy skin is probably the coolest one that I've seen so far. It's only 39 million, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that real quick.
I really liked the AT skin
It's-
from last year. That's fucking really cool.
It's like black and gray camouflage. Super cool. I'll post a picture for you.
You mean the Chinese marine camouflage?
No, I don't.
How do you know you don't?
You
I
know,
meant what I said.
you could
It's
use the
black.
Skinner.
And what, make my own skins?
Yeah.
You can't sell them to yourself,
They
but you
cost you
sell them to
Plex.
your alt.
You can just
That's okay.
activate them if you pay the Plex to create the skin. You can just activate it for yourself.
Rain, you're gonna make a
Oh, that's way
podcast?
better than cool.
We could do a podcast together, Rain. I'll do a podcast with you and talk about bears, beats, Battlestar Galactica, whatever
Fuck
you want.
yeah.
I'm down.
I like Bears Beats and Battlestar Galactica. Fuck yeah. So what the fuck? I'm looking for a motel in Madison on May 10th. Like next week, the average price like 130, 140. May 10th, 789, 552, 529. What the fuck is going on in Madison on the 10th?
The Jurassic Quest is there. The Wisconsin Grassroots Festival is there.
That's at a high school. That's not. I bet it's the wine thing.
Yeah, the wine thing could be a thing, but I don't know. It's what, 100+ Wisconsin wines, meats inside. Yeah, unlimited wine sampling with a commemorative tasting glass. I might go to this instead of Eve Madison,
Unlimited
bro.
wine
Sampling with a commemorative tasting glass? Are you kidding me?
unlimited wine, cheese, and
So they have a village.
Oh, they've
open
also
skate
got
at Ice Pond.
the
on May
yoga
10th.
with
That would be
puppies. The yoga with puppies. That's got to be the one.
I go to that. We're gonna get there about that time.
Hey, look, the Eve Madison meetup's on Google. There it is. 5 o'clock to 11:30 p.m. at the IO Arcade Bar.
Son of
Cool.
a bitch. I think these just haven't been updated yet for like, 'cause it's too far out. I don't. This just doesn't make any sense.
Tennessee
Okay,
one.
well,
Fuck.
now I
think
just
had
need to
Kentucky.
fit my widow. I don't have any fits for a widow.
Houston is. Oh, they're only down. Houston's
have to
down
figure
by
that out
2 to
later.
Purdue.
Yuck! You're gonna start talking about
No,
basketball.
I don't care about basketball, especially
Purdue.
college
I
basketball.
I can
Until March
fucking
Madness,
suck up.
as soon as I fill a bracket out for anything, I'm like invested at that point. Like I have no clue about the sport whatsoever, but I'm like, yeah, but this bracket.
All right, well, gents, I'm gonna take off. It's been a pleasure. See ya.
I think.
tomorrow
Yep. See, man.
for the
Oh,
for
good night,
the raid.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably send a raid somewhere. Who we gonna
Oh,
raid?
we have been out for a while, I guess.
Well, you guys make sure that you try to at least show up for that frigate free for all.
I don't know if
I'm
I'm gonna make it.
Gonna be
I'm
watching there's a tournament
yeah.
tomorrow. I'm gonna probably sleep until that. I'm gonna sleep
We
right up
did
until
we
about
mention that?
5-10 minutes prior to the tournament, and then just sit and watch the tournament while eating something. I have some eggs. I can make like a super rich breakfast in the morning. Make that $10,000 omelet.
Where's your $10,000 omelet? That sounds expensive.
I'm gonna use 3 eggs in it, so it's.
I ran on the FFA thing being during the tournament. That's not their fault. They had booked that date before the announcement for the tournament. So it's. I mean, I know the tournament's a bigger thing, but it's not really his fault.
Yeah, we can set it to a Narcos. I like a Narcos. Narcos he's doing some solo PvP. You can set it there.
Subtle PvP, is that what you said?
Solo PvP. He's doing some.
To spell it right.
Although
this
from the
time.
thumbnail, which is usually, it looks like he might probably just died because I see a capsule on the thumbnail, so I think he just died. But yeah, let's send it to a Narcos.
See, mother FFA FO'd. What am I fucking hearing?
Your tinnitus? Sorry.
I clicked on a YouTube video. Oh, it rained. I clicked on the video and I started hearing it. I'm like, what the fuck?
All right,
The rain
raid
was-
is
okay.
made. We'll send you guys over to Narcos. He's doing some solo PvP.
You spell it
but-
right this time?
I did. Yeah, it's got a C. I did raid one time when
Oh,
I
you
spelled a Narcos with just a K, and there's actually another channel spelled that way that hasn't been active for like 3 years, and I basically just raided a dead channel with everyone. that was like a month and a half ago. That was fucking hilarious. But
That's pretty funny, yeah.
yeah, see you,
I actually might
Rain.
try to get to that
See
one.
everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back next week. But let's
Have fun.
yeah, or Monday. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing a roam tomorrow evening. So catch us then.
Did you get in there time before? All right.
I didn't see the time. It's probably going to be 4-ish, 4 to 5-ish Pacific. So probably around
Your time?
7 Eastern, somewhere in there. All right, see you guys. All right, cool. Should be off.